The following content may not be suitable for those under the age of 13. Viewer discretion is advised.
I love it.
Never... How'd you like that, man?
I love it. That was actually the best intro, and that actually made me happy right here. Thank you for that.
Not a problem, not a problem. Oh, look, I'm under the comment sections already. So let's get this sucker started. So good evening, one and all. Once again, welcome to another installment of Meet Your Reviewer. I am your host, Martin Sebastian, a.k.a. Ultra Megatronus. You can find me here on YouTube. You can find me also on Facebook. You can find me on Twitch TV. Find me on YouTube. I think I already said that, so I'm like repeating everything I possibly could. And tonight's special guest, as you can see next to me right over, make sure I can do this here. Yeah, here. I actually, everything's backwards in the world of the Ultra Megatronus. Is my special guest this evening, Norbert D. Herrera, a.k.a. Diecast Norbs. And how are you doing this evening, sir?
I'm okay. Just let me introduce myself. I'm Diecast Norbs, Galactic Hooligan. And I'm actually really happy to be here today and everything. Thank you for the invite and doing this about review the reviewer. You know what I mean? So like, I'm actually really excited about this.
Awesome, awesome. Glad you're able to join us today. So to everybody, if you're new to the stream, basically what I do is I interview reviewers that are on YouTube, that are also on like Facebook groups, and get to know them a little bit better, and also to have you guys get to know everybody a little bit better. And this is probably the most straight time I've ever actually done something like this. So with that being said, welcome again. Glad you liked your introduction. I said to myself, I needed to be colorful. I needed to be exciting. I needed to be energetic, just like him. And I said, Dragon Ball.
Yeah, you know, like so Vegeta, I was actually kind of surprised to like that you actually picked that character for me and everything. But I love what you actually did with my face there and everything. That was actually pretty epic.
Oh man! So what happened? I did the editing on that, and long story short, I was able to extend your hair out. And then I did some tweaking on the other end for the picture. And then when I saw the lightning bolt, and then they had that selection for metal charging and all that, I was like, oh my God, this is making him look like a Super Saiyan. I was like, blue, but I was like, you know what? The hair is blue. I'm good with that. He's gone Super Saiyan God, but you know, I always try to up one everybody's, like not up one everybody's intro, but I try to push myself to give everybody the best individual intro I could possibly get.
So right down to that. I always have wanted to dye my hair blue. I think blue is the color of freedom, and I still contemplate that every single day and everything like that. Like, when is it my turn? You know. So, but who knows? But
so hey,
yeah,
we are going.
We're going to make me a little closer to my dream.
Awesome, awesome. Hey, one step at a time, man. My job is to hopefully get everybody to be on this show and to get to know everybody and get to have the community and get to know everybody here. That is my goal. You know, definitely like, share, subscribe to this guy. He does some awesome content. You can do it for me too, but hey, it's your decision. I'm here to give you guys the entertainment that you guys want to see, and the interviews and the, you know, the streams that you want to get. This is a free stream to do anything you want to, man. So join up and have a great time.
Let me cut in just for a second, because I just want to remind the reviewers out there that I'm actually still like so close to 1,000. Like 200 more and everything like that. So pass me around as much as you guys can and everything like that. I would super appreciate it. Also, well, there we go. Subscribe to this guy over here. He's actually putting everything together. He's actually putting in a lot of the footwork and everything. Yeah, he's putting in a lot of footwork to actually get everyone together and everything. I really appreciate what he actually does.
Speaking of passing, we got to pass this around, man. We're going to pass this around. We got to pass this to you. We got to pass this to you, because guess what?
What do you pass it to me?
Well, look at that.
How did that happen? Man. Wow. Oh my God. Look at that.
I am so stoked. I want to thank New York Hunter Impressions for helping me get this and sending it out. Just came in today. I got to pop this bad boy open and check him out. And as you can see, Mr. Diecast Norbs over here, same thing. And I'm looking forward to his colorful presentation of this review.
My friend was Amazon in getting this guy, so
there you go, there you go. And guys, don't forget to anybody in the chat that is here available. Don't forget, you guys also can, you know, bring up questions. I will post them up for Diecast Norbs if you have anything to ask them. This is a cooperative stream. I want everybody to get involved with this one. And by the way, I just want to say a second time what is going on to Mercenary Terror and our buddy Optimistic Reviews. What's going on, guys? Hope you enjoy the show.
What's going on?
All righty, so we're going to get this thing going and make sure that I don't screw something up. So, first question of the night is to you, sir, is tell us about yourself becoming Diecast Norbs.
It was a dark and stormy night. The lightning was so thick that you could see it with the... Oh, I'm just kidding. So, like, here it goes. Diecast Norbs was actually something I've always wanted to do. And the thing about that is that it came across to me as a place when I didn't really feel as though being an adult collector, you know, like there's so much of us, we see so many of us online now and everything like that. We actually have a community and everything that we've actually built. But I didn't really have that at the moment and everything. So it was kind of like, I was actually kind of like coming out of sorts and everything like that. And so like, I kind of like needed to do something to actually kind of like find more people like me and everything. And it was kind of like bringing myself into the confessional and everything, you know what I mean? And it's just like, I came out and then I was just like, I'm a collector, you know? And then to see people actually people actually started joining, people actually started communicating and everything like that. That's one of the things that's actually great about being online is that there's like that instant gratification where you actually start seeing people who actually talk back with you and everything, who actually kind of like vibe on the same thing that you're actually doing. So, yeah, so it was kind of like, I just needed to like actually do it for myself. And then like, and now I'm actually kind of like a lot more comfortable with the fact that I'm actually like an adult reviewer, I'm an adult toy collector and everything. And it just like made things a little bit more normalized for myself. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I think that's actually always important to like actually kind of like, there's this thing in psychology where you actually want to be seen. You know what I mean? And like, I think that's one of the things that I was actually missing. Like I actually have family who actually just kind of tolerate what I actually do and everything like that. I actually have like friends who actually think that what I do is actually kind of like interesting and different, but like there's not that there's not that connection, that camaraderie that actually goes on into it sometimes. And then this is what this is actually all about. It's like building the camaraderie, you know? And that's what Diecast Norbs was actually all about. But like when choosing my name, it was kind of like, I kind of wanted something that actually kind of like fit Diaclone. So then I could actually kind of like within those syllables and everything. So if I ever wanted to use like Diecast Norbs as like a thing for my channel, I could actually do that. But like, you know, but without like being as tone-rific as the Diaclone thing. So that's where the name actually comes from. And then, you know, Diecast.
That's interesting, man. I would never have guessed it was coming from Diaclone.
Right.
I thought it was just like, you know, it collecting and everything at the time frame that we get was all diecast metal because everything was advertised. Oh, you can get it diecast metal this, diecast metal that, didn't? You know, but to hear that side of how you got your name, that's actually very interesting and different from what I expected. So
it's a melodic thing, you know, and so like I'm actually I'm not like a musician, but I'm actually very musically tuned and everything like that. So like all of a sudden, like that thought just like hit my head and everything like that. And like I was just like, well, then what can go along with that? And then you're with diecast metal and everything, and it was just like, even though most of everything that I actually review is plastic, you know, but like still, it works.
Yeah. And Jimmy G is here. And again, I'm going to put his thing up to say what's up to you, sir.
Jimmy!
Hope everything is good.
Hey,
everybody's doing great tonight, man. Everybody's doing great tonight. So, okay, let's go to question 2.
Okay.
What made you become interested in collecting?
Oh, when was I not like interested in collecting? Let me tell you, every time anybody asks me how old I am, I'll always say timeless, right? With like the infinity symbol and everything like that. But I was actually around during the early days and everything like that. Even before Micronauts and everything like that. I think what really got me was everything from Go Nagi and everything, and so like it was all about Shogun warriors for me, and like even to a bigger depiction of that Godzilla, so like I always had Godzilla when I was a kid. I had the Shogun Warriors version of Godzilla when I was a kid and everything,
Yep.
and
I had one too. Yep.
with launching fists in the fire.
That's showing our age. I'm telling
Exactly. I had a cousin of mine who actually had the Rodan version of that, which is very right. See, yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Jealous.
So like that guy is verbally priceless, and I kind of like really wish I could have actually like snagged him and everything like that myself and everything like that. But like Godzilla and like I had Godzilla and Guy King. Friends of mine actually had Mazinger and Raiden and Dai and what's that guy called again?
Oh Jesus! I was just watching it, not even last night. Jimmy, I think you had mentioned it to us too on one of your episodes when we were doing the anime one. Guy King, Jesus, it's been so many years since I've seen, because the last time I saw that show was on Channel 47 back in 1970, and it was on the Spanish channel. That's how, because anime, nobody really I don't think anybody really knows. Only true anime fans know, in New York at least, for that. So I'm not insulting anybody that is, but my first introduction to anime was definitely on the Spanish channel in New York City.
I can see that. Yeah.
So,
I mean, there was like a lot of anime on the Spanish channel and everything, even more than the English channels back then.
But the thing that got me is they always played it at midnight. I'm like, if I happen to be up, I'm like, okay, cool. And my grandmother was like, oh, it's a cartoon. It's no problem. And she never, back in the day where violence was cool and nobody had a second opinion to it, it's like, okay, you blasted his arm off. You did this to him. Okay.
Right. And Megatron could actually be a gun in peace, But
guess who's in the house with us tonight as well?
Ken, what's going on? Yo.
Should we do, because since he got that, let me switch accounts. Okay.
So let me go on further into this whole thing. Yep. So robots were actually like a huge thing with me because of Shogun Warriors and everything. And then back then, he became New York Hunter. Ken. So I was actually really into like all the comics and everything like that too, because I was a big follower of like the Shogun Warriors, and then all of a sudden I actually got into Rom, the Space Knight, because that was actually like one of my favorite books ever and everything. Then that actually led me into Ghost Rider. That led me into Micronauts, and then I started like getting into like all the stuff that was actually like all the things that were actually like Diaclone and like Robotech. I was actually introduced even to Macross even before I actually knew about Robotech and everything,
Right.
So, right. In fact, my oldest toy.
I'll zoom in on that so everybody can see.
Okay, this is my oldest figure here.
Jeez.
And that is the Gakken version of the Cyclone Rider and everything, So like, this guy has always been like in my collection for like years and years and years. So like, I was actually introduced to quite a bit, including some of the like the smaller diecast versions of the Shogun Warriors and everything, And then I was actually always influenced by it. And then Transformers actually came along and just really blew my mind from like the first silhouettes in the comic books that I've actually seen and everything until now, Yeah.
I mean, the one thing I love. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Go ahead.
That's okay. I think one of the most interesting silhouettes was probably Prowl when I actually first saw it and everything, because of the wings and all this other jazz,
Yep.
Yeah.
Since Ken came in, I'm just gonna do this quickly. You know what I'm gonna do, because you got it too. We passed it around once, gotta pass it around again.
Oh, here it goes.
Okay, 1, 2, hey! Thank you again. Thank you again. Thank you again. Thank you again. Thank you again.
Now
we just gotta figure out how to do it.
Wait, how'd you do that? Figured it out this time, like now.
I know. Okay, go ahead.
That the camera is actually this way for you.
Yep, go ahead. Like if you do it, go ahead.
Okay, here.
Oh wait. I gotta make sure.
I'll let you have it.
That works. So it's this way for us, and then this way. But again, thank you, NY Hunter, aka Ken Guy.
So. Yeah, I cannot wait to actually open this guy up. I've been wanting to open him up all day long today, and then I was actually reviewing because I was editing like something that I want to drop probably either tonight or tomorrow. I'm not even completely finished with it and everything like that. But to give you guys like a quick heads up, I've actually got Air Razor over here, and I cannot wait to get her.
Oh, no!
Yeah, because she is
recovery.
Freaking beautiful, this figure. Yeah, I'm actually like really enamored with this one. You know, to give you guys a quick heads up, I actually got her on japanfigure.com in Japan, and they were just really great. They just reworked their whole entire website. Not that I'm getting anything from them whatsoever or anything like that, but they are just super great. So if you guys actually get a chance to check them out and everything, because they were wonderful.
So I'm just wondering if I should even ask this next question, because I think you might have answered it, but just to double check, we're going to ask question number 3. And again, anybody in the chat, throwing some questions on your end, you know, Norb's here said he'll answer the questions that you guys would like to, you know, throw at him. Third
Even
question
about the dark times.
For the Empire. So, question number 3. What is your favorite collectible piece in your arsenal? It doesn't necessarily have to be Transformers, but what is something that you, to this day, cherish? Like for me, I had a 1979 original Microfleet Millennium Falcon.
Wow.
To this day, yeah, it's somewhere in the house. I think it's one of the boxes over here, and it's my original one. I painted it over zillions of times because growing up, you know, like as a kid, you know, the paint would go, you know, back when paint was made of lead.
Right.
But that was my like drop. You know, that was my favorite piece of all time. As much as my mother was like, you know, I felt so bad getting that for you. It's like, you crazy, man? It's handheld. I can fly around the room with it. It's great. But what is yours? I mean, what is yours? While I put these.
I will tell you. So the first time that I started my channel, it was Jetfire. Siege Jetfire, because I actually lost my old Jetfire a long time ago and everything. I'm going to call it the incident. Right, but like, so, but like, I lost that Siege Jet. I lost that like a G1 Jetfire for the longest time, and then when I finally found Siege Jetfire, I was so freaking super impressed by that guy that I actually had to do a video about him. I'm thinking about redoing that video on like maybe an anniversary or something like that, because like now I've actually gotten a lot better as far as like doing reviews now and everything. I think I've actually gotten this to the point of like not being as nervous in front of the camera now and everything. So I kind of feel like that needs to be redone. But like, he is probably one of the top pieces that I actually have right now, because he actually holds like so much sentimental value in that heft that he actually comes with, and everything that he actually does is just opulent. You know what I mean? And
right.
I don't think that there's like another word that I can actually use to describe that guy. And it's just like pure opulence right there and everything like that, you know? And then, and then I actually got like the other job, but then all of a sudden, like Dinobots, and I'm actually waiting to finally complete that set with Swoop and everything, you know? But like the leader class Dinobots are just like amazing to me. And since I have Slag with the red face, like I was just like, that was just it for me. Like I was just like, he's like one of my favorites right now and everything, you know. And then I would tend to think like my 10th anniversary my MP10 Optimus is actually always going to be like one of the greatest figures. I actually have that KO Bumblebee that I'm actually like, hold on. And you guys might hate me for that. Don't punch me in the face when you see me at conventions or anything like that. But I'm not sure.
I'm just trying to make sure I don't like do this thing.
This guy just makes me. This guy just makes me happy. You know. So like this.
That is the best. Yeah, because that's the best iteration of Bumblebee cartoon-wise that I've seen yet.
Exactly.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah,
just to let you know. Just to let you know, since we both now have Magmatron, this message was sent from Slag. Not this one. My apologies. But now,
that's right. Slag is his name.
Yep. But Magmatron, Hunter says if James gets him, he will too. So, and James just said, no, this is what James said too. He said, damn you all, I need to get one now. So guess what? Guess what, buddy? Guess what? It's looking good, man. I've gotten nothing but positive reviews, man. I've gotten so much reviews on this. And guess who else is joining us in the chat this evening? Ninja Bill, what's going on, buddy? How you doing this evening?
Hey, what's going on, man? It's good to have you aboard.
No, there's no peer pressure. It's, just everybody getting it and you not having it.
Get Magmatron. He's the most important bot you'll ever have. You see this eye? It's going way this way for reasons. Get him, Jimmy.
Jimmy, Ken, all I have to say is you must have him. You must have magma for your collection. It is evil. Evil. Okay.
Because of the evil. See, and that's the only reason why you actually need to have him and everything. Like every time I see him, I can't wait to talk about him in the review. I'm not even gonna talk about what I actually think about him right now.
Phonobot, I gotta call him. I gotta call it. Okay, so I'm gonna ask question number 4. Not only do you have passion for collecting, but for anime as well. What sparked that one?
Oh, anime is actually just anime raised me. Like, I'll tell you one thing. Yeah, like anime has actually always been in my life and everything like that. Like from Giant Robo to Speed Racer to everything that I can actually think of that got me really into it. But then I think my first real love for anime actually came with Battle of the Planets and Star Blazers. So,
right, yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Yep. And Tommy, welcome to the stream, man. Glad you're able to come in, man. Appreciate it.
So anime has actually always been something, and it's actually kind of always something that actually influences my art style too, and everything like that. So anytime I get into it, hold on, it's his birthday. Oh, Immutable!
Happy birthday!
Yeah, right.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to him today! Happy birthday, Immutable!
Thank you for letting us know that. I definitely happy birthday to you. Yeah, and my apologies for cutting you off.
No, that's cool. That's cool. So anime has actually always been something that's actually been with me forever and everything like that. It's actually something that is actually kind of entranced itself with me and everything, entangled itself with me, and every single thing that I've actually seen in anime, the storylines are just purely amazing and everything like that, robust with every single thing. And you've got to love the Japanese storytellers and everything. They're just fantastic, So I just really have loved it and everything like that. Even with I went through a Ranma 1/2 phase and everything like that, where I was actually just so into everything from Romako Takahashi, because there's nothing that she actually doesn't touch that doesn't sort of become gold or anything like that. I think the latest thing that she's actually doing is Ranma 1/2, but then she also had this other thing.
Oh, that's a good series.
Yeah,
that was a good series.
Yeah, and then before that, she actually had Mermaid Scar and everything like that, And then I discovered cyberpunk. Anything in cyberpunk and everything like that, from Ghost in the Shell to Dominion Tank Police to Appleseed, I've really gotten into mech anime and everything like that.
There was one I didn't hear though, and I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe you didn't see it. Do you remember one called Bubblegum?
Bubblegum Crisis. Of course, yeah. The Bubblegum Crisis. There's actually
that was a really good one. I enjoyed that one.
I actually have the box set somewhere and everything, So there's a lot of great stuff that's actually out there and everything. There was a time that was actually going to drive a friend of mine crazy with the XL Saga and everything like that, because that thing is just drop dead hilarious and everything, So I think anime has really just charmed its way into my life and everything like that. And it hasn't left yet or anything, So right now I'm actually just really into I'm actually into Dr. Stone. I'm actually into what do you call it? I'm actually into what's that thing called again? My Hero Academia, So there's so much more that I actually have to catch up on, but there's so little time, you know what I mean? Every time there's 1,000,000,001 new episodes of something that actually pops up and everything like that. I just need to see everything, but I just need to make some more time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So if anybody in the chat, give it away, bring up a question, ask him anything. You can do that. Time is our enemy, yo. I think that's what Ken is saying.
Hey, with New York Impressions, Ken, Rom was actually a great comic book. You can actually find them cheap now, really. There was a time where Rom was actually kind of considered I think it actually won a Saturn Award at one time and everything for the best science fiction ever created at that time. So that's actually impressive to me and everything. And I'm just really just a big fan of that show, of that series. Sorry.
I'm thinking of maybe I'm thinking of a different ROM because it's been so long since I've done comics and shows. But we talking about the ROM that was like a silver robot.
Yep, silver robot.
Okay, good. So I'm not senile.
Two red beady eyes and everything like that.
Yeah, okay, awesome. Yeah. So we're on the same page. All right, so Ninja Bill's got a question for you. What was your first sci-fi TV series that you really could not wait to come to TV?
First sci-fi series that I could really not wait to come to TV. You know, I'm actually a big Trekker from like way back in the days and everything like that. But like I loved like the Captain Kirk. But what really grabbed me was not DS9. It was the one with Picard. What was it called again?
Oh, Next Gen.
Next Gen, yeah. Everything about that actually just like really seemed to like be great to me. But to get a side note on Ninja Bill's question, though, I would really, really love to see a Thunder the Barbarian movie. Like, if
oh my God,
right?
Where's my walking cane? Allow me to get my AARP card.
Old series, right? But like, really,
I get gray just freaking talking about it.
Yeah. You know what? Even more than anything He-Man right now, and I know like a lot of you guys are actually into He-Man and that sort of thing, but let me tell you something. Thunder the Barbarian with his sun sword. Even the name the sun sword actually just gets to me and everything like that. You know what I mean? So like I love that series so much, and I kind of think that it's actually overdue for that to come back and everything like that. Maybe like some Mighty Orbots, you know?
Right.
Like, yeah, like I would love to see that series actually pop up too. Oh, Buck Rogers,
Gil Gerard, Aaron Gray, yep. Buck and Wilma. Love that. I saw that in the theater, and then it was on television. It was like, oh my God, that was one between that Battlestar Galactica for the sci-fi came out. I mean, if anybody remembers those, then you're up there with us in that bracket.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you guys something about Buck Rogers. That intro has always enthralled me. You know, just the fact that he's actually kind of like going back in this vacuum of time and everything like that as he's pirouetting into the future. I love that series so much and everything. And then I made a reference in my video about Air Racer and Buck Rogers. So I think like Ninja Bill will actually enjoy that and everything since he's actually talking about.
Yep, Hawk. That was I want to say season 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, when they introduced Hawk.
Yeah. That's exactly the guy. You know exactly who I'm talking about. Yeah.
Ken, if you've never seen the 78 Battlestar Galactica, I will tell you it's different, and it's a shame they canceled that series because that was a really good. That reason why it was canceled was because of Star Wars, Lucas, him saying it's like it kind of looks like my stuff, and it's like no.
What? Wait, are you serious? That was actually
Lucas. It was because of legalities with Star Wars because the Cylons looked like stormtroopers, that kind of thing. And it was a whole different storyline. It was like, okay, they got the planet destroyed and they're running away to find another planet, and they thought it was too similar to that. I'm like, come on.
I don't get it because like the Cylons were actually way different. Like they were all robots for the first part and everything like that with the Knight Rider eyes and everything like that. Like that was always the greatest to me. And like those Cyclone starships that. Kind of looking like something like that. I forgot exactly what they're called, but they're great.
I never got those toys. I was so pissed off. I wanted them so badly, but I was happy with the Star Wars, so I was like, okay, I go deal with that. But then I guess they canceled the line because there was an incident where one of the Cylon missiles got into a kid's throat and they ended up dying because they choked on it. So they discontinued the series. I was like, or the line of toys. I was like, oh, you suck.
It's always fun in games until the hot tub's broken. Yeah, it's true.
And I saw it through the 80s. I remember every time I was sick as a kid on Saturday, I saw it. So you mean to tell me every time Battlestar Galactica came on, you were basically puking your head off? That show made you that sick? Wow.
I don't get that one, but
no, he said something about being sick. All right. Any other questions from the chat? Definitely brings them up. I can present the next question to him. We wait. So come up some good stuff. And question number 5 is that a few people do know this about you, and that is that you have a passion for art.
There we go. Yeah, so I do actually have a passion for art. I have been actually drawing ever since I can actually remember and everything, you know. So like right now my art style, I haven't really been touching it in a long time and everything like that. It just might be because of me and like everything that I've actually been going through and everything like that, like as of like a couple of years ago and everything like that. But like I'm trying to pick it up again. So I'm just kind of like still looking around for that influence and everything like that. And so I've actually been like being inspired a lot by a lot of like different resources and the different influences and everything like that. So so now I'm actually picking up the pencil again and everything. And it's actually been going to be a slow process, but I'll actually get there, you know?
Nice,
And
nice. All right, so
I saw Ninja Build $6 Million Man thing. I used to have the action figure of that one too, and everything like that, with like the telescopic eye that you could actually look right through and everything.
That was freaky. All right, so Ken's got one for you. What brought you to the South?
Oh, I was actually like, and this actually had to deal with like after my grandmother passed away and everything like that, you know, and then. We were all taking care of her and everything like that through her dementia and everything like that. And then like my mom and my dad just moved down here and everything. And I was just trying to figure out exactly what my next step was actually going to be. And then so they said, why don't you study animation over here and everything like that? Why don't you come out to Florida? So I did. And then all of a sudden I'm actually down here for a while and everything like that studying. And this is when the Art Institute was actually like, I actually kind of like got in when they were actually like under like the whole like under the whole like profiteering kind of thing and everything like that. So like it is what it is, you know what I mean? But like I met like quite a few nice people out here and everything like that, and it was just pretty good.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got some other blasts from the past shows that are coming up. Land of the Lost.
Land of the Lost.
Oh God, I was watching it on YouTube, a couple of episodes. I'm like, how did I survive that? But it was the dinosaurs. It was the cheesy roar. I'm like, the dinosaur sounded like the Incredible Hulk. Which, speaking of which, Bill Bixby's Incredible Hulk was one of my favorite shows too.
That was a good show. That really, really was.
Oh, and Ninja Bill says he still has that $6 million man figure in box.
Get out of here. That's hysterical. I used to have like the 1970s Darth Vader figure, but I actually left it with my ex and everything like that. And I actually had him and a Luke Skywalker that actually kind of like went up in her hands and everything like that. So it is what it is and everything like that. It's just kind of like, she's actually a bigger Star Wars collector than I was anyway and everything like that. You know what I mean? So, but I do kind of miss them though, you know?
Okay. And Jimmy G's got this one for you. Voltron versus Galgo. Who do you got?
Oh, geez, Louise. That's a good
That's the put on the spot.
Yeah. Oh, man. Both of them actually.
I'm going to leave this up for a minute. I want to get everybody's input on that one as well as yours.
So I actually have mine right over here. And I don't know a whole lot about Gal Gaigar and everything because I only reviewed him like maybe a couple of days ago and everything, you know? So like.
Check out his review on that, guys. It was a really good review.
Yeah, this guy, it's a long review, guys. So like, if you actually do decide to go off and like watch it, grab a snack. That's all I'm saying. You know, grab a snack, grab a couple of beers and everything like that. Whatever you actually love doing and everything like that, and then check this guy out. This guy is amazing, right? But I know that Voltron actually has a lot going for him and everything like that with his weaponry and everything like that with the magic that's Voltron and everything also. You know what I mean? So like. I don't know a whole lot about Gal Gaigar, so like right now, pound for pound, I'd actually kind of think that it's actually all about Voltron, you know? Yeah. But yeah, thank you, Bill. I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate you watching. Yes. You know what? New York Hunter is actually absolutely right. But like, I'm actually glad that whoever actually got a chance to check that review out, that they kind of like came in. I've actually gotten like a lot of like good positive reviews about good positive responses to that and everything also, you know?
Yeah, no, that was a great review. And I didn't know much about the character, but like one thing I love about I probably got this as a question though, but I'm going to say it anyway. In case I repeat it, I'll repeat it anyway. But that's the one thing. I just love the energy behind it. So so question number 6 for you, because we're going through these really fast. So guys, you got your opportunities here.
Oh, wait a second. Before you actually go into question 6, let me tell you, I'm going to be honest with you about the review. For Gal Gaigar, It actually almost became a drunken review and everything like that. But I actually kind of like had to redo my edit for like the very ending of that, for the very outro of that show and everything. So I did notice I was actually slurring my words as I was actually going along and everything like that. But I was just having a blast doing that one.
No, I could tell in your voice that you were having a blast with that. And like I said, we were talking about your earlier videos. Like I actually went back and saw your first video, which was the Jetfire one, and it was like two different worlds. It was a good video. The first one was a good video, right? But then as you like progressed your way up, like you said, you evolved, you changed, you added stuff to it, you made it more colorful. It was like, wow, okay, educational, but you're going out with a whole new level of energy, which I think a lot of people enjoy with your videos. And that's why like I said, if anybody didn't catch my intro, please check it out. It basically fits Norbs perfectly. And, like I said, anytime I do an interview with anybody, I try to do the intro that fits them perfectly. Unfortunately, Ninja Bill's one happened to be the same day that Akira Toriyama died, so I did a tribute to him and then his intro. But it was out of respect, and Ninja Bill obviously is a fan of anime as well, so he was cool with that, and I was glad, and thank you for that one. And
a lot of it
biasness. Hold on. Biasness. Look what he says. I think Voltron wins by hair, but both are magical. Should I give it to him?
Yeah. No, actually, I think he's absolutely right about that.
Okay.
Yeah. Because like there are like magical elements in both of them, right? So like, but I think Voltron might be able to beat Gal Gaigar and everything. Does he? But does Voltron beat the Matrix? And I'm not talking about Optimus Prime. Does he beat the Matrix? That's what I want to know. Like if Voltron actually became imbued by evil and everything like that by Hagar or something like that, and became like Black Voltron, does he actually beat that? Yep. Hey, Transformatics. Hey, how you doing, man?
Welcome to the stream, man. If you got any questions for the Diecast Norbs over here, you know them. Any questions you want to pop up to him, go for it, man. This is an open stream for anybody that wants to throw questions at him. And he says, sky's the limit. That's what he told me, at least. So if there's anything, let's try it. Let's just make sure we keep it R-rated, not X-rated, because I don't want to get kicked off the format. And no, I will not pole dance for him. That's not happening, people. No. And you know what? I think Ninja Bill was like thinking that. He's like, yeah, you need the pole dance one. You need the pole dance one. Nope, I will not do it. I will not do it. There was
a time that McDonald's actually had like these. So like I used to work at a Starbucks and everything like that, and like there was a time where they actually had like these Barbie doll, like these small little Barbie dolls and like these dragons and everything like that. And for like the office in the back, I made this whole entire pole dancing diorama and everything like that, where the dragons actually had like cigars and everything like that, and like they're actually throwing money at Barbies and everything, and the poles were actually straws that we actually had there and everything. So it was great. I wish I had pictures right now.
I'm about ready to give that one to you, and it's not even that stream. Should I give it to him, guys? Should I give him that one for the McDonald's bash? You know what? You know what? I don't know which one to put up, because it can either be one or the other. So you know what? For the sense of the fact that you did that for the pole dancing thing, I'll give you this one.
Yeah, I don't think that actually got shame, but it's sexy. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was. I just like I said, it was a toss up between the two.
I just had some inspiration, and people were actually bringing in Happy Meals, and it was just like, oh shit, let me just, you know what I mean?
You can curse on this. This is cool. We're at the 9:30 mark. We can say whatever the fuck we want. This is a freaking interview. Unless you're under the age of 13, get off. Because I don't do editing and I don't do censorship, and YouTube knows that I do adult content. So this question again is from Ninja Bill, and it is the first celebrity that you wanted to meet and eventually did.
That's a good question. Like, I've actually gotten a chance to meet like a couple of celebrities. One character I actually met one time was Danny Glover, but he wasn't really the greatest and everything like that. I met Mr. Belvedere, and again, like they were actually kind of like different situations and everything like that. Like one I actually met like over at like one of these telethons that I was actually a part of and everything like that. I met Hammer. He was actually great, and he actually like this was at the time that he was actually bankrupt and still had his entourage with the guy with the hair thing, like that looked like So like, I was just like, holy shit, like that was actually pretty cool.
The baggy pants deal.
Yeah, I met Lenny Kravitz. But let me tell you, there was like something that was actually going on, and then like I might have to keep this G-rated and everything like that, because like it was actually at like a small venue concert that was actually over in Atlantic City at that time, and we were actually watching the same thing, and it was amazing because like, and as soon as we looked up, we were just like, he looks up and I look up, and we actually caught each other's eyes, and we were both like. Oh man! I wish I actually had more time to like meet more celebrities.
I've met a few, and a lot were great. One disappointed, but I'm not going to go into that one because this is a positive stream. So, Mr. Jimmy G asks, "What are your top 3 Star Wars movies, not shows?"
Top 3 Star Wars movies. I'd actually have to say, let's see. It will actually be The Empire Strikes Back.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, because like that one was just really powerful. Rogue One, that was just like amazing to me. Rogue One, it's actually just like one of those type of things that I thought like actually brought like everything full circle and everything, and that was just like, like icing on the cake when that one.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
At first, I was kind of like, but then it was like, no, I can see that.
As much as like a lot of people were actually hating like the Force Awakens movie, I really loved, and I'll tell you why. The first time I was actually involved, started watching like the trailers for that, when they brought the Millennium Falcon out. Tell me that didn't give you goosebumps when you were actually watching that thing. You were just like everyone was just like, "Oh my god, the magic is back again!" You know what I mean? And like, yeah, that was amazing to me and everything like that. Everything else kind of like, I really hated the fact that they actually changed so much of the story and everything like that. But like the Force Awakens was just like an amazing movie to me. So I would actually say that those were the top 3 so far.
Okay. And I was going to say, if you said Rise of Skywalker, that Shane button would have been hit in a heartbeat.
Oh, yeah.
I would have hit that sucker 5 times. But I will accept Force Awakens because yes, that was the reintroduction of the Millennium Falcon, and everybody, and I'm a big Falcon fan. But yeah, I mean, I understand and respect the reason too for why you liked it. So yeah,
see, for shows right now, it's probably like Ahsoka, and I'm actually like really enjoying the hell out of that one. I know that you're actually really down on this one too, Acolyte, and I get it. But at the same time, I still want to see exactly where it goes, because I'm actually I'm really interested. Huh?
No. I mean, I'm going to watch the series no matter what, because but the problem behind it. Well, you know what? Should we really talk about this? Is about you, man.
Yeah,
but we can still talk about it. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I still like where it's actually going generally. But I still am just like a bigger fan of. I'm just a bigger fan of like Ahsoka and everything, because like that one actually just like kind of like.
Random Rick, welcome to the stream, man. Random Rick is in the house.
Nice, hey man, how you doing?
And you know what, Norbs?
Yo.
You see what he says?
What?
Am I justified? Am I justified?
What if? Oh, that I'm seeing. What if Rise of Skywalker is the single greatest film in history?
Am I justified?
Yep.
Am I justified?
Justified.
That's all I need to know. I wasn't going to bring that out because this is about you, but since he brought that up, I had to.
That's a pretty big boast, Ninja Bill.
Transformatics is saying Jedi Solo movie Rogue One. So I will say this.
Great too.
I like the Solo movie. I just didn't like. I didn't like the person they casted as Han Solo. Nothing against the actor, but Donald Glover was chef's kiss. Perfect young Lando Calrissian.
Absolutely, and like I love the fact that we actually had like the that one robot that was like, "What do you want? Robot rights." I love that. Ban Ninja Bill.
I can't ban Ninja Bill.
Hey, listen. He's one of us, okay? Like, just because he actually has a bad taste in one movie, the greatest film of all time? Yeah, really? I don't know about that.
Yeah, that solo actor looked like Jack Black. No, you're thinking Mandalorian season 3.
Oh,
Or was that
series.
or was that what's her face? Who's that girl that sings that she was in the show? Oh, Ninja did ask though.
Oh my God! Really?
Oh
Visions.
man.
I think it might be Visions, Ninja Bill. Like the whole entire thing of like of Visions is actually. I love the fact
Don't
that
you
it
dare.
actually had. And so I love the fact that no, Ninja Bill, wait, don't
Don't
go.
you leave.
You gotta listen to like what I'm actually saying about the Kurosawa film, because I'll actually tell you, Visions was actually great. It's actually like a whole series of like short dreams and everything like that. Each and every one of them actually like a short story altogether. I got like introduced into a film class that I was actually taking back in college, and I'll tell you, like every single one of those those films are actually just great, and I really need to like get back into Kurosawa films again. Another one that I have to get back into is probably Chinese Ghost Story. The third one was from what I'm actually hearing is probably the best out of all of them, and was actually introduced to that one also and everything when I was actually going through my first college.
Sweet. All right, my turn to ask a question. So,
okay,
what made you decide to do YouTube?
Again, remember, it was actually like about the confessional and everything like that. You know what I mean? So like I needed to like I thought when it comes down to YouTube, I don't necessarily know if they're like a whole lot of like channels or a whole lot of like different frontiers that actually kind of give you what YouTube actually gives you and everything like that. You know what I mean? Like I'm not exactly sure if they were like a plethora of other video channels that'll actually kind of like get you out there a little bit more prominently and everything like that, you know. Either that or I have to like experiment with like a few other things and see what else is actually out there and see how it actually fits, you know. But YouTube, I mean, it's actually kind of like one of those type of things where it's actually like the surefire thing to actually kind of like just do what I wanted to do and then see how it actually fits. And then, you know, after that, it was kind of like loving reviewing and everything, you know.
Awesome, great.
Yeah.
So, okay, and then New York 100 now asks, what is the one anime and one Transformer movie you've seen the most times? That's a good question.
Oh, come on. The 86 Transformers movie I've actually seen the most times and everything, you know? That was actually probably like, on repeat quite a bit and everything, you know?
I thought it would have been Bumblebee movie.
No, the Transformers 86 movie. I think Bumblebee movie is for Transformers film is probably like maybe a close second. But like Bumblebee movie, but like the Transformers 86 movie is just like really just it's kind of like embedded itself in a part of my soul and everything like that that will never be like let go and everything. But like as far as an anime movie, it's probably between Ninja Scroll, because Ninja Scroll is just an amazing film, you know?
Yes, that was
Yeah, there's 3 actually, and like one of them, like Ninja Bill, will probably he knows like it's the most depressing movie in the world. What do you call it? Grave of the Fireflies is the most depressing thing ever. I never want to see that movie again. I never want to see it again. That was a
one-timer.
Yeah, but it's actually embedded itself there and everything like that. Also,
Tybo, welcome to the stream.
Hey, Ty, what's going on? He's actually one of my guys.
Thank you for coming on, man. And like I tell everybody here, if you got questions for Norbs, feel free to ask, send them a question. I'll put it up there for you.
Tyrone is actually a really good guy. He actually just surpassed like 20,000 viewers and everything like that. So good for you, Ty. You know, he's actually a really good guy. Oh, anime movie. Hold on, wait, one more anime movie. Nihao My Concubine from Ranma and One Half. That was actually like one of the great movies also that I really loved.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just getting these questions like crazy. So so my question is to Random Rick here. Was which link to which channel? And then the next one is he says will be Bumblebee was surprisingly good. I liked Bumblebee, especially the beginning and like the flashback to Cybertron. That to me was the Transformers movie we all deserved to have.
Yeah, the flashback to Cybertron was actually always the best.
And the only thing that was missing from it was Megatron. And look, and it burned me. It's like, okay, you had the voice actors for freaking, you had Welker do Soundwave, you had freaking, I forgot whose name that did Shockwave. I'm like, come on, why couldn't you get Mags? You had them. You had it.
I would have actually thought that, like, during that whole entire thing with the scene on Cybertron, like Megatron would have actually shown up right as all the escape pods were actually leaving Cybertron or something.
Right.
And yeah, and I would have thought that they would have actually had him and Prime kind of like fighting with their energon weapons and everything like that. Like that would have actually been so epic. But they never made that happen, and that makes me so mad. You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't they do that?
Yeah, because honestly, that right there, you could not get more G1 than that scene. Yeah, they brought RC in a little bit early, but you know what?
Bill.
But definitely, it was that scene alone was worth it. It was so good to see G1 finally done justice. Okay, and he said he found it, and that's the link to the channel. Okay, cool deal. Okay,
Bill.
Alrighty, so next question. This is a long one. One thing's for sure, that when you first started your YouTube, you originally came out with a straightforward mentality, because we just talked about this too, not even a couple of seconds ago. Right. So as time went by, your energy level did reach to power level 9,000.
That's what
intro.
Yeah.
So do you feel the extra energy did more good for your channel since becoming that way? Just bringing out that extra oomph.
Okay, well, I'll tell you, like, it helps, you know what I mean? But, like, at the same time, it's like, it's, hey, nobody important. How you doing, man?
Good. Welcome back to the stream, nobody.
I'm happy you made it. But let me tell
you. And nobody, you're somebody still. And I thank you for coming in.
Exactly right. Yeah.
And again, guys, feel free to throw some questions in on Diecast Norms. We'll keep going as long as you keep staying with us. You know, this stream don't end until you guys decide to say it's, you know, until he gets bored with me.
No, I'm actually good so far and everything. But like as far as like the energy, I have I think with the energy, I actually kind of like it changed. Like I think I actually just like got more comfortable in front of the film and everything like that, you know? Because like in the beginning, you kind of like hate what you're actually seeing. You're hating like what you're actually doing and everything like that. And you're just like, this guy, what's he doing? Who are you? You know what I mean? But like after a while, you actually kind of like gain that comfortability and everything like that. You start like ironing out certain things that you're stumbling over. Even before, I was actually like still like uncomfortable with my word fillers. Like I still have my word fillers right now and everything. It's just that I am a lot more comfortable with my word fillers now, and I think like if anybody's actually going to judge me on my word fillers, they've actually done it already like 9,000 times already and everything like that. And then eventually I'm just like, nah, it's just going to happen anyway and everything. I do want to get, I do want to get rid of it because like I would love to do more with this face and my voice and everything like that. Like eventually I would love to like actually see if I can actually maybe get a little bit more into something more commercial. But as far as that's actually concerned, it is what it is and everything. You've got to be you and everything at the very end of the day and everything, you know? Or else, like, what are you? You know what I mean? So, like, I think that's kind of like the most important takeaway that I've actually had when it actually comes down to doing video is that you have to be you in everything that you actually do, because your essence, your whole thing, your whole existence, your whole attitude, mental attitude is actually right there and everything like that. And I like being positive. I like bringing positivity to everything.
Awesome. Okay, so here's an off the wall question, but you know what? It's a question that's never really been asked on anything. And if anybody hears some thumping, I apologize. My son sounds like he's having a little bit of an issue upstairs. Unless the sound mic is muting it out, then we're good. But in case you hear screaming, no, it's not murder. It's just autism. So, Ghostmax says, what's your favorite pizza topping?
Oh, yeah, Ghostmax, you actually kind of like, you kind of put it out there, huh? You know, like, okay, so pineapple.
I just had pizza tonight, so that kind of like works too.
I'll tell you, pineapple, extra cheese. If you actually put like any meats on there, awesome. Like, I love pizza, period, you know? But it can't be Domino's or anything like that, you know what I mean? Like,
and you said pineapple, respect.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You know,
respect.
Like you gotta like I don't care who knows, you know what I mean? Like I might have actually made like a few people from Italy like kind of like turn over in their graves and everything like that. It is what it is, you know what I mean? I love pineapple. So like I once you actually put that together with like another meat of some kind or something like that, oh my god. And for me, I know that Martin actually has the best of all worlds because he's actually over in New York. Yeah, New York Hunter. Yeah, that's right. And let me tell you something. New York Hunter has the best of all worlds because you guys live in New York where you can actually get the fucking best pizzas ever. And I've only found 2 or 3 places over here that kind of like compensates for what I'm actually looking for in a New York pizza. And even that, it actually pales by comparison and everything. You know, when I was actually living in San Francisco, and I actually kind of like got a chance to like get off the plane, there was a person that actually went into the overhead to smuggle pizza from like across state lines and everything right from New York. So that actually tells you about the power of a New York pizza right there. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So,
going on
Ninja, I'm going to ask this question after I give this question to Norbs, and that question is from Random Rick. You had to live in one made-up universe, what would it be? Star Wars, Motu, Transformers, Marvel, etc., etc., etc.
Oh man, give me Marvel. You know, like that's
wow.
Like,
I'm surprised.
Yeah,
I'm surprised.
As much as I love Transformers, and I love Transformers, right? As much as I love that, I would love to be Iceman or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to like actually have mutant abilities or something like that, like streaming through my hands and everything like that. Like that would actually be an amazing thing. But like knowing me, my luck would actually be that I would actually like be like the Inside Out guy or something like that. Or like, have you ever heard of this character called Soft Serve?
Oh God, have I? You're gonna have to remind me. It sounds like yes, but I'm gonna say no because it's been that long, or it's been recent. I don't know.
She's a mutant that actually makes ice cream from her ass, you know, and like that.
Oh, 2 Girls, 1 Cup. Yeah, I saw that one, and it was
no. That's what she actually makes. She makes delicious ice cream every single day and everything like that. She actually uses her mutant ability for like certain things that can actually be useful, but that's what she does. And like for me, I keep on wondering if I'd actually have one of those bastardized like powers or something like that. But like, I would love to actually live in a world where we actually have like people who can actually take flight, not just flying, flight. You know what I mean? Like that would actually be an amazing thing to me. You know?
Okay, cool deal on that. All right. So Ninja Bill, this question he had asked before. I didn't catch it. I apologize. What was your first Sentai Rider series or Hessian, or forgive me if I'm not pronouncing. Basically, that question. I don't want to mispronounce anything and upset people.
You want to know something? So, like, as far as like Super Sentai and everything like that, I think the first one that I actually started with was the Power Ranger series here in the States. After that, that was actually my introduction. And then, as far as like Kamen Rider was actually concerned, I got introduced to that by a good friend of mine who's actually like in Hollywood, who's actually a Hollywood stuntman right now and everything like that. He's a Hollywood actor, Vandio Forbes, and he actually is just amazing at everything that he actually does. But before, when we were actually back in AI together and everything, he was just really adamant about Kamen Rider and everything. And only now am I actually understanding like that how amazing that world actually is and everything like that. You know what I mean? And this is where, like, if you actually notice, if you ever watch my videos and everything like that, you'll actually hear me say "Henshin," right?
Yep.
And that's a transformation. That's a transformation sequence. That's the word that actually means transform, right? And yeah, I'm just so super enthralled by that whole entire thing. And every single one of those transformation sequences are amazing. And every single one of those fights they have consequences. You know what I mean? Like it's just that amazing. You know, so like I love it.
And Big M is in the house. Big M, how are you this evening, man? Glad you're on the stream. Again, anytime somebody comes in that's jumping in the stream, we're doing the one-on-one interview with Diecast Norbs here. If you got questions you want to ask him, he says, bring it to me. I'll answer them, you know, because I'm running. I only got 3 questions left, but I definitely want to like keep everybody entertained. I hope everybody's having a good time with the stream. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to this guy over here because he does awesome, positive content. You know, as far as me, you know what?
Also, bring some love to this guy right over here, also, and everything like that. You know, because like this guy is actually putting all of this together. You know, we wouldn't be having this conversation if it wasn't for him. So there we are.
Awesome. Thank you for that one. Thank you. So, okay, Bigum's in the house. And next question would be, and this is a deep one, actually. This one, actually, I'm surprised I'm even asking. And the question is, have you ever had a moment in which you've wanted to give up or quit doing reviews? And if so, what pushed you to continue doing it?
Every so often, I actually think about it. You know what I mean? And like, I think what the major breakup that I actually had just recently and everything like that, with like 3.5 years with the same person and everything like that, and all of a sudden it's just like nothing. There was a point there where I was just like, and I think it was actually just like me going through like my own, like my emotions and everything like that and everything, you know what I mean? And like there was a moment there where I was actually like, you know, maybe I should actually quit doing this and everything like that, because like I was kind of like unhappy with where I was at that moment in time. I was actually unhappy with me, you know, but that I actually kind of like also had to like realize that it was actually kind of like I actually had to put some things to the side and just kind of like just keep on being me. So like no matter what, like even in my lowest time and everything like that, even in my lowest time of like the break and everything like that, which is actually still kind of like teetering back and forth and everything, but even with that, I'm still trying to actually keep the motion of the train going and everything like that. I'm actually trying to make sure that whatever, like, yeah, I'm trying to make sure to like actually just like keep on moving and everything like that, to keep on doing the things that I actually love and everything like that, because if you don't, that's when you actually start drowning. You know, that's when you actually start like, that's when you actually start pirouetting into that dark side and everything like that, you know? And then it's actually all of a sudden like about getting bottles of whiskey and cigarettes and everything like that, wearing dark clothes all over the place and everything like that, you know what I mean? Running over cats. And I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? I want to be a better person. I want to be able to be a better me and everything like that. And at the end of the day, you actually have to keep on striving to be the best you that you possibly can and everything, you know? And that's one of the things that I promote in my channel also. I want to actually make sure to like reach out and touch as many people as possible and everything like that, with more positivity out there. And I think that's kind of like one of the things that's actually needed. And yeah, that's right. I would have actually gone there. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that was my junior and senior years. It was crazy for that time. All right, so this actually
New York Hunter. I could have totally gone Emo Ranger with that. You know, did you guys ever see Emo Rangers?
No.
Oh,
Dan, where are you when I need you?
So good.
Oh yeah, Zan would have been here, but he's in the middle process of moving. So he said if he's able to join the chat and all that stuff, he'll jump in. So thinking about you, bro.
Yeah.
So
along with the last question.
Yes.
I would have actually been totally lost if it wasn't for doing if it wasn't doing videos, and it would have actually been totally lost without you guys actually joining me and everything like that. And also with you, Martin, like everybody else that was out there are actually friends of mine in real life, online and everything like that. I really think you guys are actually awesome. So thanks for being a part of my life and making sure that I'm actually kind of like just here and everything like that. So appreciated.
Yeah, I mean, I want to thank you and the guys that are on the chat. Around the time how I got introduced to you guys was ironically I was getting Transformer stuff, but I wasn't watching videos. I was just like, oh, that's cool, I want this. Oh yeah, that's cool. Then I started seeing, wait, somebody's actually doing reviews for Transformers. Okay, I will check this out. And then it leaked into like meeting people on the chat, hence Ninja Bill, hence New York Hunter Impressions, Big M. And then afterwards, I just started scrolling. I was like, hey, is there any other Transformers one? And you popped up. And I was like, huh, he's not like the other guys where it's either you're only seeing hands or you're seeing the screen and that's it. Or if you're seeing somebody else, no, it's like all I got. The first thing I said that drew attention to me about you was that hair. I was like, that's different. That is cool. The glasses, totally out there. I'm like, all right, let me see what this guy's about. And then this is going to probably – no, this is actually not going to incorporate the next question. But it's just when I started watching you, and it was like the energy that you produce, like you talked about. It was just like, yes, I said the glasses. Yep, definitely the glasses.
Yeah, somebody actually called me an evil Blippy, so like I love that.
But it was just the fact that I started watching, and it was like a different approach towards the other reviews. It's like you have one that's completely down to earth, straight serious. Another one that is focused on the product itself. other ones based on the technology. You have yours, which is like all energetic positivity, and the look is like, it's like you don't expect somebody to look like that in a review. You're like expecting like a either a t-shirt, hat, or not to be seen at all, and you bring this presence of like, hey, this guy's different.
Appreciated, man.
And it's like the difference is what brings everybody out here, because it makes you feel like, hey, this guy, he's embracing what he loves, and he's dressing the way he is, and he's doing it because he likes what he does. You know what? I'm gonna dig this guy. I'm gonna follow this guy, and
I appreciate it. You want to know? There was a point there. Appreciated, man. Appreciated. There was a point there where I was actually kind of like trying to figure out exactly what my hook would actually be, right? And like I got to talking to Patriot Prime. I got a chance to talk to like a whole bunch, and this was actually when we actually first met back then and everything like that. So like I got a chance to like kind of like pick the brains of like everyone out there and everything like that. Patriot was actually telling me, you're doing your own thing. You're good. You're actually fine. You're just keep on doing what you're actually doing and everything like that, And then like the more I kept on picking everybody's brain, and then I watched like a few more videos out there and everything like that. The brilliance that is Stu, I would have loved to actually been able to like actually project that also and everything like that. But like there's so many reviewers out there that are actually giving so much of their 1000% into videos and everything like that, right? So, but like at the end of the day, you just have to be yourself and everything like that. And you actually have to project the thing that you're actually trying to become and everything like that, or the thing that you're actually trying to ensue out there and everything like that,
Yeah.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate that so much and everything like that. Kat. Tell your son I'm actually holding my head above water and everything. So like that's actually as good as it can actually be right now and everything, and I'm actually okay for it.
Awesome. And then Ninja Bill's like, yeah, he had left for a second. He's like back. He's like, never watched Joji Rangers, by the way. It's typical of what would happen if all Rangers were females and transform into naked versions of themselves.
That would actually be a kick of command to the 15th power or something. You know what I mean? So like, I would love that.
There's one thing I've noticed. If there's one thing I've noticed about anime is that nobody complains. Even the female populace never complain about animated characters at all. Right. It's like, okay, they're naked, yeah. They're cool. They make it entertaining.
I'll tell you one thing. If you ever saw like the new Adventures of Cutie Honey, because I'm such a big fan of that, and like Go Nagi. He actually did Devilman. He does Cutie Honey and everything. Go Nagi pretty much raised me and everything like that. He did Mazinger. Like Go Nagi was actually probably like one of the best, right? But like Cutie Honey, whenever she actually makes her transformation sequence, fully naked and then back into superhero clothes or like whatever it is that she's actually using at that time and everything. And I need that as a live action. I would love it, Like, I don't know. Somebody make something happen.
Hentai is bad. You should feel bad watching it. No, Ninja, you see, I can relate with Norbs because I used to do art as well, so it's an artist thing. You wouldn't, if you don't get it, if you've never done art, you wouldn't get it.
That's right. You know what?
It's the appreciation of art.
As Samuel L. Jackson says, I love anime. I love anime. Yes, I do. Hentai too. That was just like the best rhyme ever, and I love it.
Old Sailor Moon was the same naked transformation. Why are we going this way?
Because now it's time for the hentai portion of the show. Let me
get my bottle of whiskey and a cigarette. Oh Lord! Oh Lord! All right. Well, let me ask you this on, and this is relating back. This is kind of like similar to the last question. So it's, the question is, and you probably answered it, but if you want to elaborate more, is that one thing that I do love again about your channel is that when you show care by like doing a mental health check to everybody, it's like when you do your outros, you do like, hey, mental health check. What prompted you to incorporate that into your videos?
I actually care. You know what I mean? Like, I really think that mental health is actually one of the undersung things that we actually should pay attention more to in today's day and age and everything, I'm not being shy about this. I have a therapist myself and everything like that. I actually make sure I do meditation, I do mindfulness exercises and everything like that. I want to make sure that everyone actually has like that mental health break and everything like that, or that check, And
right.
then it could actually be like to a point where somebody actually says, you know what? Yeah, I do need to mentally, or maybe it's just like, you know what? I will actually be kinder to that one-legged nun walking the dog and everything who always gives me the side eye. You know, we need to patch things up now. You know what I mean? So like, it's all about kindness and everything like that. And like at the end of the day, at least anyway, and everything like that, we're all humans. We're all humans living on the same world and everything like that. But yet, right now, everything's actually just become skewed. So like I think that the mental health check is actually kind of a way for people to actually kind of like check into their inner resources and everything like that, and kind of like reevaluate and kind of like just maybe just go out and be nice to somebody and everything like that. You know what I mean? And like that's what it's actually about. It's actually about being nice, being kind. Thank you, Ninja Bill, and then paying it forward with the kindness and everything like that. You know, let's all get to a place in the world and everything like that where we actually become one again.
Yeah, I mean that's one thing that I've always found therapeutic is watching you guys doing your videos, you know, because it's like a lot of people they look at the community and like, what the heck are these, you know, guys over the age of 30 playing with toys, and it's like you don't get it. It's not just you know just about playing toys and all that stuff. It's like sometimes you understand it's like this is stuff we wanted back in the past,
right?
And now we're getting an updated version, more current. But what gets me in that, you know, because people had asked me the same thing, is like, well, what do you get out of getting Transformer toys? And I'm like, well, I like puzzles. I like video game wise. I love detective. I love doing like any puzzle game out there. So to me, to have a Transformer, bring this bad boy out, you know, popular one this year. You know, he's going to be up there in the rankings for like one of the best figures out there. But it's just the fact of like having something in your hand and taking your mind off of things that really bother you and going all out and saying, let me solve. Oh, I'm going to do a zoom in on this one, because if you're putting the finger up, that means either you're flipping me off or...
No. Just like, hold on a second. So there's something about having the figure itself in a hand and everything like that. You know, the feel of it, the texture of it and everything like that. And then what transforming this figure and everything like that, figuring out exactly what it was and what it could actually be and everything like that, the full potential of a figure and everything like that. And that's like figuring out the puzzle, figuring out like the character itself and everything like that. Like I feel like there's something that's actually in each and every one of these figures that we actually get our hands on and everything. And it's a tactile thing too and everything. So like I think it can actually be really therapeutic, you know? And they're just fun, you know? Yeah.
You know, one thing I will ask, this is a question I didn't write down, but now I have this question and I'm going to say it. What was your most difficult Transformer that you ever had to transform in the time from the early stages of when you started collecting till now?
Gods, I think, you know, as easy as Gal Gaigar actually was, and I'm gonna put him in Transformers and everything like that because he's actually part of the Brave series and everything like that, you know.
Right.
So Gal Gaigar was fiddly, but who is like the hardest character? Because I really like a good puzzle, and sometimes like the harder a Transformer is to transform, sometimes the better. But
right.
then sometimes it actually becomes like there's that point of frustration and everything like that.
The room chuckers
and everything, you know what I mean?
I call them the room chuckers because you just want to throw it across the room. Chuck it up. Throw that piece of shit. I know, and probably Ninja Bill in the chats would agree with this too, and I know you would too. Because the one thing, I've never owned one myself. I'm looking to get one, whether I find it or not. But I've heard good things. But then again, I've heard horror stories. Train bots. Awesome figures.
I'm so curious. Yes.
But at the same time, the most heinous. I mean, I remembered watching a shout out to Kato's Collections. He did a train bot video, and he was so frustrated that he was literally he had to censor his review a couple of times because he was just freaking out. They're like, motherfucker, son of a. I'm like, and you didn't throw that thing in the room?
And you know what? You know who actually does the best transformation for those train bots? Shoutouts to Magnamation, because like that guy, whoever does Magnamation and everything like that, he actually does these amazing transformation videos set to the tone of music and everything like that. And you just get into a groove just like watching him do it and everything. It's actually kind of like therapeutic and everything like this, just watching. And like as he's actually going through it, it's just like magic just watching him transform. And it's just like, I'm pretty sure he edits out all the frustrations. I'm pretty sure he edits out everything that he's actually doing as far as like the background cursing and everything like that he's probably doing or something, you know. But like yeah, those videos are just like a lot of fun. It was like they're just like they flow so easily and everything like that, you know. And I dig that so much. And like probably the best, but like I'm pretty sure he's like mother you know what I mean.
Yep. I mean, well, then we'll answer the question. The lemon tree purple potato never transform. The purple potato is the nemesis, if I'm not mistaken, right? Or am I wrong? Oh no, I'm sorry. That's a fucking train bot. So, because I remembered hearing purple potato, but I thought that was the nemesis, but that's the lemon tree version. So,
I really want the nemesis too. I don't even have the nemesis.
I'm not paying $200 for that nemesis. I mean, it was when it was $159. That was one thing. $200? Hell no.
Yeah.
Hell no. I want it, but not for that price. Not for a long shot.
Looking around the room, I can't think of anything that's actually been like really that.
Oh, I'm right. It is Galvatron chip. Yeah, okay. So I was right. The purple potato was the Galvatron chip. Bay vs. movie leader, Starscream. Oh, Bay vs. movie leader, Starscream, beautiful jet mode, bot mode. Okay, what is that? Was a tricky.
I don't have that guy at all.
It was. I didn't really have too much of a. Oh, what? I gotta double check. I may not have the leader version. I might have the Voyager version, but yeah, I heard so many horror stories with that Transformatics. Definitely.
Yeah, I've always was that the one that they were actually that they had like the masterpiece for at one time and everything? Because I think that there was like a leader class, and then I think that actually became like a masterpiece for some reason or the other, but I'm not exactly sure.
My most difficult one to transform to this date.
Yep.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh man, that's a tough transformation.
I'm telling you. Look at that. Wow. I mean, it stresses me out so much. Oh, wow. That hair dryer trick worked. Looks good on the camera with the head. Yeah, no. And shout out to Ninja Bill because this is one of the ones he sent me. And ironically, Patriot Prime actually just did a review with him and two others. I can't remember the names off the top of my head. But the other two, including this guy, because I'm focused on this. But, yeah. And with it was Toy Hacks and how the sparks are, because I guess this is a Sparkle bot, and it's not doing it anymore. But I realized the flint is still in there, so it's just a question of putting the flint up there.
Yeah, trying to figure out how to activate it and that sort of thing.
Yeah, just keeping the pressure on it to like do it all over again. Yeah. I was gonna put papers, and I was like, "That's smart." Sparks, paper. Back to the Future.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of like contemplating getting like an MP44 or like an MP44 KO, and I keep on thinking that looks like it's probably like one of the most frustrating bots to transform, but like still yet I kind of want to be in it just to like experience that mold.
No, I get that. I mean, if there's one challenge that you ever had to face, what would that challenge be for that impossible, transformer chucker across the room? You would want to do, just to say I did it once and I despise the ever living shit out of it.
Exactly, I get it. Like when I actually got the MP, when I actually got the MP Bumblebee, the 2.0, when I got the MP 2.0.
Yeah, let me zoom in on here.
I kind of like just wanted to experience this mold, and it didn't really matter if it was a KO or not or anything like that, because like I didn't want to pay like the whatever it was for like the first party version and everything like that. I think like this is actually going for like $200 or something like that, if not more, or something like that in the market. Right. So like there was no way, but like when I actually found this on eBay, and then it was like about 40 something bucks and everything like that, it was like done. I got to get that guy, and like I'm actually glad because like he's just fun, like I know a lot of people actually kind of like had like something like a lot against this guy, but like even with the backpack and everything like that and all the things that he does egregiously and everything like that, he's just a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this guy,
That is cool. I mean, he looks the part, he is the part. And GBA just said Magic Square Transformers love them, but transforming them will drive you to alcoholism.
I've always wanted a David. Magic Square's David, actually. That's actually their version of Optimus Prime. I kind of want one. I really, but like I haven't gotten one yet or anything like that. But like I do see where the frustrations actually come in, and like I can't really get into the legend scales figures as much or anything like that because like for me, I kind of like want something a little bit more sizable, and
Right.
yeah, and I don't know if like all the engineering that actually goes into like Magic Square and that sort of thing, like alone, like some of those characters are actually just like amazing. But the legend scaled figures are just I don't know, like I get like space saving, I get like the transformations are actually just like pretty interesting and everything like that. But I don't really like pay too much attention to it, except for like maybe the Jetfire that I actually got from Magic Square and everything like that. And that guy's great. Like I don't care what anybody says.
So what third party don't you have for Transformers? Because I know there's like the Magic Square. There's so many out there, you know.
There's so much out there and everything like that. It's actually hard to keep up and everything. For the most part, I actually have like a lot of mainline figures, but I'm trying to like actually get like a little bit more into the the Light of Peace. Yeah, a lot of people actually say that that's a good one too and everything like that. I really want to get that Light of Peace also. But Jimmy, you're actually kind of talking me into getting and I might be splurging or something like that, but like you were talking me into getting Metal Bear. And I'm just like Metal Bear just looks awesome. If anybody actually knows anything about Metal Bear, it's a KO Voltron. And he just looks amazing, you know. I'm like, I think I'm actually gonna buy
the one I'm thinking about where he's more dark than anything else. Is it the same one I'm thinking of? Like he's more darker?
No, this one's actually just regular Voltron colors and everything like that.
Oh, okay, because I know there's a darker one. Great. There is a Voltron that I saw on. I was scrolling through eBay. Yeah, where he's like, it's more. It was supposed to be the clone one that which Hagar had made. So it was like the regular Voltron, and then you got the dark Voltron, which was like it was the same colors but darker. And I was like, that's interesting. That looks cool. I think I even saw it. It was like priced. I want to say between 90 to 150. So it wasn't a bad price. It was actually pretty respectable.
Right.
You know, it's not like like Dairuga was. It was like you go to a comic book store and Dairuga was going for like $375. I'm like, oh my Christ.
Well, honestly, that's about the same price as Metal Bear. So like as soon as I saw that, I was just like, like maybe that might be the thing to get into or something, and then Fantasy Jewel Dark Voltron, that's the one. And that's why I kept on thinking also, like, would Voltron be able to defeat the Matrix? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if he'd actually be able to do that or anything like that. Like, but I'm pretty sure that it's like like whoever actually has the Matrix, if it's Optimus Prime, if it's Rodimus, if it's like whoever it may be and everything like that, who would actually be able to win between Dark Voltron and the Matrix? And I just want to know. I need a story behind that.
I know they put up stories like with like Voltron versus Optimus Prime, Voltron versus the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That one was a good one if you've never seen it. Voltron versus Power Rangers, and I'm not going to spoil it, but I like the ending. I'll just say that.
Okay.
Cool. It was respectable. It was a great ending to it. So let's see what else is there. The Matrix. All right, I'm going to put this up to anyone who has is it MacGuffin? Is that anyone who has the Matrix or the Matic? Okay.
Anyone who has the Matrix, it's a MacGuffin. Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
Not a MacGruber?
That connects, huh?
Not a MacGruber?
Nope, the MacGuffin, the supernatural artifact that can actually defeat them all. You know what I mean? So like that's
right.
It's a MacGuffin. Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
I gotta read this with this passive voice. The Matrix would cleanse Voltron of the evil as they would team up against the Prince Lotor and Unicron. I had to say it in that voice.
Wait. Or can Hagar's magic actually imbue the Matrix with evil?
Are we talking Ugly Witch Hagar? Or are we talking 85 or 84 hotness version of Witch Hagar?
I don't even know which one of like who the hotness version of Hagar. So I'm actually thinking like evil, ugly Hagar and everything.
She's still
like
evil.
That. Yeah. If you're actually talking about hot witches, just give me like anything from like the Star Wars witches again. Like any witch that actually wears hot pants actually kind of like just really gets me and everything like that. So I need like a whole army builder of just those.
Nemesis Voltron and Nemesis Prime. That would be a hell of a fight.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would.
That
I
would be
would love to see that.
hell of a fight. All right, so I got one more question, but open floor to anybody that wants to say something to the big man here of the hour. And 24 minutes or 25 minutes, to be honest with you, because it's the one last question. But we can still talk about anything and everything possible.
Okay.
So, Funko Pops. I've never seen you with Funko Pops, and if I have, I don't remember.
I have one right now.
So you're not in the rabbit hole.
Nope. There
Good.
it is.
Nice.
The only one that I actually have. I might have to get a Megatron, but like that's the only Funko Pop that I actually have right now. And does he do the job? Yeah. That's the only. Oh wait, there's one more. I lied.
Well, I know there's the ornament that I sent a couple of you guys.
Yep.
Prime.
And then there's this.
Oh wait, I gotta zoom in on that one. Hold on. Eyeballs.
The arm broke off this thing. I have to re-glue it because it's actually normally supposed to be like this, right? But like, I just like the design. I don't even know where this actually comes from or anything like that. But like, it comes from a video game or something. But like, I love the fact that it actually comes with like a little mini Funko, kind of like a Russian, kind of like a Russian doll kind of situation. And I love it. It's actually cool. So like, I love this thing so much. My little nephews, they love this thing altogether. That's how the arm broke. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, it's one of the greatest Funko Pops that I actually know of and everything like that. I forget exactly where it comes from, but it's amazing.
So GBA says Hot Topics got the 40th 2-pack of Optimus.
I saw that.
And then nobody important says Funko parts are lame, but I do have 50 or 60 of them.
He fell into the evil.
Oh,
that's
and
hilarious.
Transformatics got the limited Funko Pop one too.
The limited edition Stan Lee. I would have loved to have gotten that one.
That's from Heavy Gear, he says.
Heavy Gear. Okay.
All right, I got to do. All right, since we're popping up and everybody's talking. This one's for you, Jimmy. If I can find it. I'll bring one of the 5, but it's from this. Actually, you know what? I'll bring 2 of the 5 from the series because
while he's gone, this is where I dance.
Okay. As I waddle my fat ass around the maneuverability of brought to you by but so my wife collects Funko Pops like crazy, but I will only have certain ones. So I do have the entire Legendary Journeys version of them. But I do have both versions of Voltron, being the 84 version as well.
Oh, those are great.
As the Legendary Journey ones.
Yeah, Voltrons would have actually been like a great Funko Pop to actually have.
They did. They made the both. Yeah. They made, and what's crazy is that the 84 version is like smaller than the newer versions. The newer version is like pretty big, like this big. I think I'm trying to remember if I put it in the box or if I put it upstairs, but when I saw that, I was like, mine. Like, there are certain Funko Pops. I'm not gonna lie. There are certain Funko Pops that I do have. Anything somewhat 80s, and I got Rocky, Apollo, that kind of stuff. But it is what it is. Not much.
I'll tell you one thing. Like people who actually collect Funkos or actually like who actually collect Funko Pops, they're just like very much in like another like world and everything. And their world is actually amazing because like whatever you actually do with Funko Pops, they actually get their return whenever you actually like resell and that sort of thing too and everything like that. So I can't knock Funko Pops for what they actually do, you know? But I can't never really get into them or anything like that. It's like maybe 1 or 2 and then that's it and I'm done, you know?
Good, because that's the kind of rabbit hole you don't want to get into. My wife got into that rabbit hole and I lost count after I think I literally lost count after 1,000.
Right. I get it.
That's the scariest thing I've ever seen. I'm like, holy Jesus. And she's like, well, some of them are yours. I'm like, honey, that's like 1/4 of the pie versus the rest of the pie. I'm the quarter of the pie. And even then, I'm less than a quarter of the pie. It's nuts. It's crazy.
What she's actually saying is join me into the madness.
The madness is right behind me. Star Wars. But what other line? Like, you know, we talk about, like I said, Transformers. We talk about anime. Was there anything outside of the anime genre or anything like how can I say this? Like American-made toy line the cartoon transitions, like Masters of the Universe. Like, did you ever really? You didn't really get into that one too much. You said, right?
No, although I'm still constantly, because I don't have like enough room right now. Like when I actually have my new place and everything like that, and I have my room, then I'll actually be able to like maybe collect a little bit more fervently and everything like that. But like right now, I think like it's Transformers and then certain Marvel. Like I love Marvel Legends and everything, right? So like, but right now I'm actually like it's like mostly X-Men, you know, because like ever since like X-Men '97 came out, like that thing was such a banger and everything like that. And then that just like made me, and I've always kind of like wanted a Jim Lee roster of like all the X-Men and everything, right? So like, but like that actually just like really started me down the rabbit hole of X-Men and everything like that. You know what I mean? So like right now, yeah, I love that thing. So yeah, that's just like it's just like a great storytelling device. It's a great vehicle for like everything. And it's just like, just probably one of the best stories I've ever had, I've ever seen. And so like now that I actually have like some extra money and everything like that to spend and everything like that, it's actually now time to like really start an X-Men collection and everything, you know?
Back into the rabbit hole. I got my original Legends, and I said, my wife was like, honey, we got these characters in the original version. Do we really need to get the 97? I'm like, look, I can go without them. I'm good. I'm asking you because she's looking at, because she had Rogue in her hand. She had she had Rogue, Magneto.
That's what I'm looking for too.
Didn't know what if I did or something. Oh man, if I would have known that, I would have hooked you up. Man. I would have gotten it for you. But I was like, holy hell!
And this was the Go ahead.
They had the one with the green jacket. That's the crazy thing. There's two versions of her. There's the green jacket and the brown jacket. Yep, wow. A lot of people don't know that. There's two versions of the Rogue. One with a brown jacket and one with a green jacket. And I did see both of them at one time, two separate stores. So I was like, damn, if I would have known, I would have picked up one. And Everett, welcome to the stream. If you got any questions for Diecast Norbs, Everett, ask him. And yes, I agree. Hate Funko Pops, but Soundwave, Voltron, Unicron. Yes. Well, I didn't get Unicron. I don't know why I don't get Unicron.
You know, there's a Unicron that's actually over in my GameStop right now. And every time I keep on like a Unicron, like a Funko Pop, and every time I walk past him, he's like, "Buy me." I'm like, "Not now." And then I'm walking by, and I go back, and he's like, "Buy me." I'm like, "No, wait, hold on, man. I'm doing stuff." And then, so maybe one day he'll actually like talk me into him or something like that, you know? Because like it's probably going to be the only Unicron I actually have in my collection right now.
Yeah. So you don't own the Cell version. I know a lot of people. Some people got the HasLab version. To me, that was $1,000 whatever worth of bullshit. Right. The Cell 01, which is a better price. I mean, it's still expensive, and I am debating on getting it. But I'm like, great. Now, if I get him, that means you got to get Primus.
Right, right. I had the Armada version, but like I sold that one in like a while back and everything like that because I just needed extra room and everything like that pretty much, you know? So like after like everything with the breakup and everything like that, I just needed to like actually just like get everything like a little bit more like streamlined and situated and everything like that, you know what I mean? So like it is what it is, you know?
Princeton, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to the stream. If you got any questions to give the Diecast Norbs, give it. Everybody, same thing. You got questions? Keep on giving because I got one question left. If you guys are enjoying the stream, I want you guys to get more involved with it. So, you know, like, share, subscribe to this man over here. And I'm actually getting the directions right for once.
Nice.
I'm pointing to this guy.
I figured out this thing. So I'm just like, okay, cool. Then now if I need to point at you, this is the way to do it, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah, an Orson Welles action figure is actually the reason to actually keep a Unicron, but like I'm pretty sure, yeah, he probably does.
I know, like everybody's got that one. Like my first Titan was Devastator from the Combiner War series.
Right.
Loved it. I mean, lots of loosey goosey, and I have to actually invest into what's that famous thing that you like to use all the time when it comes to loose parts?
Oh, Kiki's, yeah.
Like
Kiki's, start paying me.
Yes, Kiki's. He's been promoting you guys since day one of that. I've seen him
every single day. Pay me, Kiki's.
I mean, Kiki's is like it's like every video. It's like he mentioned you guys' names. Get him at least a racing jacket or something. Kiki,
right? Hey, that would be
at least get him
actually.
that. I'll tell you, that's what I want to do. Every time I interview somebody from now on, and they like have a specific thing they mentioned in regards to outside of fixing their toys, I'm going to be like, yeah, well, you know, you need to get them a racing jacket or a smoking jacket or this kind of jacket.
I will do a commercial for you. I will actually, because that's how much I believe in you guys. You know, I wouldn't do a commercial for anybody. But
if Kiki's actually watching this, wow, thanks. But what other Titans like I've seen, because you get your collection in the back and all that stuff. So, like, what's one of your favorite Titans that you have in your collection? Like, if you had
Omega Supreme, like that guy is just amazing all the way through. When I actually did that review, I actually did like that review on my old bed and everything like that, because like that's how big that guy actually was. And so like that guy is just like amazing all the way through and everything like that, solid as can actually be and everything like that. The ratchets are just like amazing to me and everything, and it's just freaking Omega Supreme. Like I've never had an Omega Supreme before I actually got that Titan and everything like that. So I think like for that, it was actually kind of like going back into like one of my childhood holy grails and everything like that, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you would say that's the one. So out of all the Titans like that you currently have in your collection, you would say by far your favorite was always going to be like Omega Supreme.
I'd actually say Omega Supreme, maybe Predacon, like maybe Predaking, because Predaking is actually an amazing one too. But like, that one I actually had was that one's actually kind of like more of a third-party Predaking. So like, yeah, I think that they actually did like everything a lot better than they actually did on Hasbro and everything, except for like maybe a couple things with like the ball, with like the blasters being what they should be and everything. And there's only one more aftermarket part that I want to order to like actually fix it a little bit more.
I had to laugh at this one.
Fortress Maximus, I still haven't actually gotten. I haven't gotten a Fortress Maximus or like a Metroplex or anything like that.
Yeah.
So like, yeah. So like, I would love to actually get those two and everything like that. But like, then again, I'm like looking around. I'm just like, who has the space, you know? But
that's gonna mess me up, Jimmy. I'm gonna go to Taco Bell one day, order, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, I need an Omega Supreme, and they're gonna be like, what? Hopefully, there'll be a Transformers fan like, we got this. We got this. It's like go back to your little Legos. Go ahead. The adults are talking goodbye.
Funny, actually.
And it's just like, and they just said the same thing. It was like, you know, the only official version is I do now have. I've only got two Titans. Ironically, it's the it's Devastator's one, and then the Arc being the second one. I was like, okay. I figured if I'm not gonna have any other Titan, I might as well get the Arc because it's the spaceship. You know, first episode, let's do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Arc, I think, is actually kind of like one of those important pieces that any Transformers guy, like collector, should actually have. Like, I just keep him in Starship mode, and that's how he will stay. You know, like I haven't like I transformed him once or twice and everything like that. But then aside from that, I was just like, eh. And then Nemesis, I'd probably do the same thing with her. You know what I mean? So like
Nemesis, kind of like, yeah. But you're like me, we're waiting on a good price on her.
Right.
So Princeton, I gotta ask this one for Princeton. He doesn't have Devastator, but you didn't want that one. It's just you didn't like the character in general, or like you just didn't agree with the price on it, or did you feel like the third party was better? I don't know. That's a question I want.
Yeah, I want to hear what the answer to that one is, because I love Devastator. Like I got the American version of it, and aside from like the arms on the individual bots not working, I got a great price on that one just because hooks there was like a connection to hook to there was a connection to hook that was actually broken and everything like that actually makes him merge onto long haul, but like it still worked out and everything like that because all the other connections actually worked out great, and then he'd like mark that off like $100 and everything like that to actually sell them to me and everything. And I was just like, what? So I would have been dumb not to get him and everything. I was then like, even with that, I was like, are you sure? You know? So like eventually, yeah, he was actually in my collection, but I can't wait to see exactly what they do with Legacy, you know?
Yeah. And then just got Trypticon Predaking, but never found. But you got two of the good ones though, man.
I still kick myself for Trypticon because like I bought it for like $25 from Ross for a friend of mine, and then all of a sudden it was just like, I wish I still had it, you know, because like that was just the most amazing price, and he was complete, you know. So yeah. I
would be like, yep, didn't find it. Nice to see you. Good boy. It's kind of like the same thing. It's like, yeah, I mean, like you go out, you hook up your friends because like I said, you're always about positivity, and like you find the one thing, like I don't know. I don't think these guys know the story. So, like, the first thing I ever sent to you was Bulkhead, if I'm not mistaken, right? Or was it? Yeah, it was Bulkhead. Right. So I originally had no interest in Bulkhead whatsoever. I'm like, nah, I can hold off on it. He doesn't look the part. And you were like, yeah, I'm looking for it. If you happen to see it, let me know. And Bulkhead just showed up in my neighborhood. And I was like, okay, cool, send it down. You did your review, and I'm like, damn, this guy's having way too much fun with this figure, which means this got to be good. And then, I ended up getting it myself. And then I sent one up to somebody else. And the funny thing is that reviewer ended up getting two of them. And he had no interest. Yeah, he was like not interested in it whatsoever. And his view on it was saying, as far as him being Bulkhead, it's not Bulkhead to me because of the body. Right. However, as far as it being a Transformer is concerned, this guy is really good. And even a lot of people with the clear plastic, because that's the one fear for everybody, it's like the clear plastic, it's still holding up strong to this day.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised with how robust that plastic actually really was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so robust that Ninja Bill picked his up for $5, lucky bastard. And, yeah, he got Bulkhead for $5. And the reason why Walmart, Ninja, I'm going to explain the story so you don't have to type it too much. So Ninja went to Walmart and they had it in one of those clearance bins, $5. So he was like, I'm going to pick it up. Yeah. So he tells me about it. He's like, yeah, man, I picked it up for $5. I'm like, son of a bitch, lucky bastard, man. I paid like $30 for this at the time. And the reason why it was $5 was because it turned out they misassembled it. So he was pissed off. He was like, damn it. And that's why I can't believe this. So we were talking about it. And I was like, dude, do you know how to pop pins? Because if it's a pin popper, maybe, you can probably do it. But I don't know. I can't tell you because I have no experience. But he ended up having some experience watching some videos and talking to some people. Mm-hmm. So when he did the pin pop and did the transfer, like the hip the right way,
yeah,
he got a $5 Bulkhead, all because of a mistake. Great. And it was like, you cannot get a better price than that. I was like,
that's great. Yeah, that's actually a good steal. That was actually kind of like almost as good as the steal in the death pack that we actually got and everything from Target.
Yeah, everybody, thank this man right here. He was on the ball with it. Like first they lowered it. First the outrageous price of $54. Then they lowered it to $30.
Right.
And I think I mentioned it to him. And then he turned around, contacted me back and said, hey, it's like on sale for $17. I'm getting it for $13 because I've got the coupon thing, whatever. I was like,
right.
No waste for it.
At that moment in time, I know Martin was actually saying, maybe we should get it now. And it's just like, wait. Hold on for a second there. I'll let you know when to go, because like I kept on thinking that we're going to drop that price down drastically even further, I'm
going to do these little comments really quick. Too big. Yeah, I can agree with you on that one, that it should have been scaled with Legacy Menasor because of if you're a cartoon accurate person. Yeah, I agree with you. Definitely.
Yeah.
Here's my thing about it.
Okay, my thought on that is that I think Devastator should actually be as big as possible and everything because he's Devastator, you know what I mean? He's like construction vehicles. So like I think that his Titan class is actually like exactly where he should actually be, where all the characters are all Voyager. Now, when it comes down to like what we're actually going, what the Studio Series 86 or like whatever we're actually getting now and everything like that for him, we're actually gonna have like a few Voyagers, a few Deluxes, and like there's gonna be a mix of like different bots and everything. I'm not exactly sure if that's actually gonna be because of parts count or because of like how he actually like influences with like the different things and like the other transformation pieces that are actually needed to make Devastator. So I want to see exactly how they're actually going to come about with that and everything like that. But like so far, I really love that Titans class Devastator. He's just like an amazing guy, like he's just an amazing figure.
And like I said, I got to agree with Princeton because it's like, yeah, everybody was scaled evenly. But to me, it's like, no, Devastator is correct for that scale because when you transform them into vehicle modes, they all match up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the only other one that should match up to Devastator's height would be Bruticus. That, I think, would be the perfect matchup because he's more. See that. Yes, I think he's more towards the trucks and the airplanes and all that stuff. In fact, he might even be a little bit warped out and be bigger.
Although, if you're actually talking about in scale of Bruticus with say Swindle or something like that, then he would actually probably like Swindle would probably have to like make a major upgrade or something like
Right.
that. And then from the Jeep that he is now, like I think that he would actually probably have to be like the landmine thing that they actually that Bone Crusher actually becomes or something. You know what I mean? Because like I think that's the only way to like actually make that bot actually make sense and everything, you know. But like but right now I'm pretty sure that they're actually going to like go as G1 as possible, you know.
If they do, it'll be interesting what they're going to do with it. Definitely, Defensor.
Defensor is
might be up there.
Bot.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is that like, it's weird. Like when you look at all of them, you want to try and scale them as best as you can as far as vehicle modes. And by all technicality, the aerial bot should be twice as big as anybody.
That's what I really want to see. I really want to see like a new upgrade to the aerial bots and everything like that. So
forget it. He'd be, you know, that was the point because like Devastator would be like a kid today. You'll have like here's Devastator. Then you have the aerial bots.
Right.
It's like it's a whole different crazy scale. The only one that would be a midget is going to be Menasor. And I feel bad for Menasor. I love the Stunticons.
And that's actually true. Yeah.
What we got? Ken saying the MMC protected bots seem to be the best.
They look great.
Oh wait, I think I missed a thing that Ken said. Why am I not moving up here? Because he brought up something. Oh yes, so Shard. Did you got it right? We were talking about it.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I actually.
And New Hunter. That is probably one character that a lot of people were very surprised at being good the way she is.
Exactly.
What were your thoughts?
I was actually kind of surprised about Chromia too, actually, you know? So like I like for some reason, even more than Shard, I was actually in Target just the other day and was actually kind of like contemplating getting her, and then I left her, and then all of a sudden I was just like I had instant regrets kind of like leaving her behind because she's amazing. Like even like I thought I was gonna have as much fun with her because of the Prowl mold and everything like that. Because like I said, we have one of those characters already, and then all of a sudden it was just like, oh, you know what? This isn't bad at all or anything like that. Like she came out great, you know. Hold on, let me just. Yeah, that face is just like amazing on her and everything like that too, you know. But Shard was really a great surprise.
And now you got Shard through Target, or was that an online order?
That was actually through Target also. So like anybody who's actually looking for those two, head over to your Targets and everything. You probably might be able to find. You might be able to find them sooner or later.
Yeah, and Ken had mentioned, New York Hunter mentioned too, is like he had sent me one. Now he got one because I was like, dude, this is a good one. And that's the one thing I think everybody in the chat, including yourself and I, can say. It's like you see that one and you're like, you know what, I'll get it later. You know, it'll be there. And then you realize, yeah, this is the one that got away. And you wish you had it. And I'll give you another perfect example because I think you own it. I know you own it. In fact, some people, and this is what burned me the most with Cosmos. That was one that everybody was like, okay, had to, you know, go get.
I love Cosmos so much. And then when you actually get like the right, like there are a couple of like aftermarket parts that you can actually get to like fill out like some of the spaces and everything like that, and like build a better transformation. I think Go Better actually makes like a Cosmos set that's actually just like phenomenal.
Right.
And so I got that, and I got like a Go Better set for I got a Go Better set for Warpath too. And they just like up the scale on like both figures and everything like that. So they're just really great, guys. They're just really great. I love them.
So to answer Hunter's the statement he just said that he's the only one that likes the old Chromia. I respect the old Chromia. Wait. We were talking about this too earlier. Go ahead.
Yeah. Which version of Chromia though? Are you talking about car Chromia? Or are you talking about like the light cycle Chromia? Because if you're talking light cycle Chromia, I'll agree with you. Light cycle Chromia is amazing. But if you're talking about car Chromia, you know.
I mean, I got the Chromia that was supposed to go with Orthia, which should, like, we were just talking about this not even before the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Car Chromia. He's saying car Chromia. My issue with car Chromia was she didn't go with, you know, Orthia. I wish they did, because we were not, you know, because at least that would have held us back with the, you know, with the green light situation, because that pissed me off, as well as everybody else. The only problem I had with her, Yeah, the only problem I had with Car Chromia was the belt falling off. So Crazy Glue does wonders.
Right.
And I haven't had an issue since.
I don't understand why they made that a separate piece in the first place. Like that didn't make any damn sense.
It did. It was stupid.
Yeah. But let me tell you something. Chromia would have actually been great if Hasbro, Takara, why are you releasing? Why are you re-releasing everyone except for Greenlight? You know we all want a Greenlight, right? Like $400. I don't want to pay $400 for a Greenlight. I
going on, Ash?
You know.
Yep. Chromia could not keep underpants on. Agreed, Ash. Agreed.
Well, when Ironhide's around, you know.
But oh my god, like the one thing we all agree upon is like we all hate when Hasbro does a release. I mean, like Canada got hit with the whole issue of not getting the the Seekers, the Conehead Seekers, because the boat went underwater. We had issues with getting Cosmos, but Canada got them, from what I understand. The United States had limited ones. The one that I was surprised at that, like, I'm trying to remember if I got it from somebody or if I got it from the store. Beachcomber. Beachcomber was Beachcomber was such a wonderful thing that came out but I haven't seen them since.
Really?
Yeah, one shot deal.
That guy's super robust. I'm actually kind of surprised that I'm actually seeing Gears in the stores and everything like that now too. You know, so
yeah, Gears is out there still on the shelf. Who have I seen? Animated Bumblebee, Gears is still out there.
Let me tell you,
that's all they had.
The Beachcomber that you're talking about is probably like my favorite iteration of Beachcomber so far and everything like that. And the other version was great. I love the fact that you can actually put a rider on the inside and everything like that. What was that?
Yeah.
Legends. I think it was Legends. I don't know. But anyway, that version of Beachcomber was great, but this one just far out surpassed whatever that other Beachcomber was and everything like that. It was just solid, you know. Plus, I love the wheels, you know.
Right, exactly.
Ryan Bandit,
favorite one. I mean, the Gears was one of the ones that everybody's like, "Oh, but grab him! He's going to be the limited one." But then it's like, okay, we got him. Now it's like he's hanging out in the shelves. Oh, Princeton, you leaving us, man? Or Ninja, you heading out, Ninja? Okay, Ninja. Well, thank you for popping in and bringing some awesome questions, man.
Absolutely, Ninja Bill. Thanks a lot for coming around.
And Gears, yeah, I'll agree. Gears so far has been one of the best ones. Actually, all of the deluxes have been so far solid.
Every single one have actually been bangers. Every single one of them. I love it.
Yep. I mean, out of all the lines that came out from Earthrise, Kingdom, Siege, and then you had Evolution and all that stuff, like this one, Legacy has been hitting it out of the ballpark.
Absolutely.
Or they're, definitely. It's like you can't get any better than what they've done. Tidal Wave. What's your view on that?
He's not my dude. So you guys actually getting Tidal Wave, you have fun with him and everything like that. I haven't even gotten Megatron yet or anything like that. I have Armada Prime, but I haven't gotten an Armada Megatron. And he was looking at me in the store today too.
Wait,
I was just huh?
Okay, so you didn't get the Armada Megatron from the current line. So here's the thing.
He's looking at me dead in the face too, and I was just I'll come back. You know, kind of like what Unicron's actually telling me, buy me. Hold on, I'll be back in a bit. You know, that's what I'm doing right now.
Honestly, I mean, I don't know if anybody in the chat would say the same thing, but if you had the choice between the Armada Megatron that you have currently versus the Legacy one that just came out, I don't have that I didn't have an iteration of him from before, so I ended up getting the Legacy one.
Right.
I think everybody might say in the chat, I want to get a poll on this one. Should he stick with his original or get the new one just to get it? Because I've heard
the original one though had a lot of bang for the buck though.
Believe it or not, some of it was limited. It was limited on certain things, and that's the one thing. Ninja Bill, I wish he didn't leave, but I know he had to take care of some stuff. But he even said he got both versions and he preferred the original over the new one.
Yep, agree. Because the only thing that you probably might have on the new one is probably waist articulation. But aside from that, it actually has electronics. It actually has spring-loaded things all over the place and everything like that. He's got a blade that comes into his hand, so he's actually ready to kill. You know what I mean? So he's he's a good figure, you know, like everything about that guy is just amazing, you know. Even the there's the Titans Returns version of him that I actually got and everything like that also, and he's just amazing also and everything. I got him from a friend of mine who, and like he's just like forever like one of my favorite Megatrons, you know.
Yeah, like I said, I've never had any of it. I didn't really have many Transformers growing up, so like the only Transformer I actually had was Ravage,
right?
And I loved it because that was the only thing I could afford back in the day,
right?
Well, you know, as an adult, I started collecting. Like I bypassed Beast Wars because at the time I wasn't interested in it, but everybody was saying you need to watch it, you need to watch it. So after X amount of years, I finally watched it like last year because I ended up buying the entire series via bootleg, but excellent quality and for a good price. I loved it. I was like, what the hell was I missing? And my wife ended up picking up some original Beast Wars figures reissues and then getting the new ones. So is there anything that you wish you would have gotten or anything that you had gotten recently? I'm going to go into the Beast Wars topics that you loved getting that was replacing the original Beast Wars character.
Oh.
Like, if you understand what I mean, like say, okay, the re-release of Optimus Primal versus the original one. You know, out of all of the Beast Wars figures, which is the one you loved the reissue the most, and which is the one you hated the most? Which I kind of think I know where that one's going to go.
See, for me, I think Optimus Primal was actually probably like one of my favorites with like the newer version of it and everything. Like I haven't really like plugged myself into the reissues or anything like that as much because like I like the advancements that we actually have now with like all the figures and everything like that. So it's between Optimus Primal, Tigerhawk, and like Silverbolt is actually like maybe like a close third and everything like that because like as much as like a lot of people, you actually had your problems with Silverbolt also and everything like that, and I kind of like felt like Silverbolt was actually just like an unsung hero right there and everything because like I kind of felt like he kind of like outsurpassed what he actually did before and everything like that as far as Silverbolt, and plus he was actually super. You get him in hand, he's super robust and everything like that. You know, they're like maybe a few little tweaks that you actually have.
One of us.
Yeah, that's right, Ken.
I didn't know you didn't have them. I would have gotten it. They just came out with them in Walmart a couple of days ago, Ken. If I would have known, I would have picked one up for you.
Yeah. Let me tell you, like when I actually first saw him in Starscream, I tell you that like Silverbolt actually like even looked more imposing in package and everything too, you know. So like I thought it was great. Tigertron, just a banger all the way through though, you know, like everything that guy said. Yeah.
Hold on. He was gonna pass on Silverbolt.
What? You're kidding me.
Well, you know what? Maybe I'm gonna see if I can figure out why he was gonna pass. So I got Silverbolt because I didn't have any iteration. So I loved the robot mode.
Right.
My issue was his alt mode with the jaw, with the side being gapped and the limitations. The wings were good, but the paint was very lackluster. So that was my issue with him.
See, I didn't have an issue except for like the tail feathers and everything. Like I thought the tail feathers should actually be a little bit more elongated, or they should have actually found a way to like elongate the back and everything like that, so that can actually cover that egregious area where he's at, where it kind of like looks like his butt is actually kind of like just hanging out there and everything like that. You know what I mean? Like aside from that, his hands are actually pretty much doing the same thing that it did in the original version and everything. You know what I mean? So like I didn't really have like an issue, and the mouth gap was probably maybe the only thing that I thought was actually off about him. But like as soon as you get him in hand, he's actually just like a lot of fun.
No, because they're going to save Airwolf for another Transformer. And John, let me see what I can do to help you out with that one because he's been having issues trying to find Ratchet. But there's been Ratchets in Walmart in my area. So let me see what I can do for you, Optination, and we'll go from there.
I'm surprised because I know Ninja Bill actually had the same issue, and then one of us actually sent him a Ratchet and everything like that too. And
I think so. Yeah, I know there was one that I sent him that he got a duplicate from somebody else. It was, in fact, like the Bumblebee movie Wheeljack. I sent him one, and then somebody else sent him one too because he was like, "Well, how is that?" I'm like, "Dude, man, that freaking thing is phenomenal." And I also sent a copy to Gotbot, and because he loves Wheeljack, and that was the only one he didn't have. And I said to him, I was like, I swear to God, I will find it, I will send it. And thank God Walmart was doing the 2-packs because that's when it was like Oh, here we go. Now we got the Bumblebee movie, guys.
Let me
So I was
tell
like,
you,
got it, go, sent it up. He loved it. I was like, thank you.
I know that New York Hunter actually just talked about like posing with Black Arachnia, and Ken, let me tell you something. I was doing that every single day with Black Arachnia and putting them in the most like god romantic poses that you could possibly. Harley Quinn would actually be jealous of everything that I was actually making them do and everything like that. And I could actually fill a whole entire like romance novel with those two characters and everything like that. They're just amazing. They should actually have a 2-pack for Valentine's Day. Hasbro, take my idea. Pay me for the idea. You know, like that's actually just like a great. Yeah, they should actually have couples packs. I wonder where
I can't wait to see his review on that now that he's officially got him.
Yeah, I'm dying, especially with his in-depth 3D camera and everything like that. Jealous.
Yeah. I mean, that's the one. Yeah. I mean, that's the one thing about Silverbolt that we have to all say. It's like he's one of those guys where even with the flaws, you don't regret getting him because he has his perks. Exactly. And that was the one thing.
And you know, it's kind of like he's actually one of those characters where if you actually, take care, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Have a good night, Jimmy G. Thanks for coming out, man.
Bye, Jimmy. Let me tell you one thing though. Like I think with Silverbolt, it's kind of like if you actually have Black Arachnia, you have to have a Silverbolt, and if you have a Silverbolt, you have to have a Black Arachnia. So like for that, I kind of like feel as though like they're accessories for each other and everything like that. Kind of like if you actually have a Megatron, you have to have an Optimus Prime and vice versa. You know?
Yep, exactly. All right. So should I ask the final question? Or has anybody in the chat got some questions, comments that they want to bring up to Diecast North here? So I will wait. I will wait while we continue to talk about other things. I'm still happy about. I gotta mess with them. I gotta mess with them. Pornobot. Ban me from the YouTube spot. Pornobot.
Nice. After I drop my new review and everything like that, I think I'll open mine up like maybe tomorrow and everything like that. You know, I thought I was gonna go visit my brother for like Father's Day and everything like that, but like it looks like Father's Day isn't until next week and everything. So I'm just like, oh, cool. Let me just start doing some other stuff.
You want to see the thing?
That is a thing of beauty right there.
Haven't even opened it yet because it's like I'm still in shock. I'm like, this is my first Optimus Prime.
Jealous. Let me tell you something. That is awesome. Is that's the fully posable one, right? The
Yep, that is the missing link version with the trailer.
Nice.
And they said,
I actually have the G1, but I actually changed the smokestacks and everything like that because like from ages 3 and up. I actually found like an aftermarket smokestack that I could actually include onto him and everything like that. So he actually became like my Optimus Prime, you know?
Yep. So here's a question for you. Jimmy Everett, I'm sorry. Everett Sr. Wanted to see some of your artwork. Now, here's a question. Have you ever sold any of your artwork?
I haven't yet, you know, and like I haven't really like had like a good like thought about like what vehicle I can actually use to like actually get like a little bit more out there and everything like that, you know? So that's the only reason, and it could actually be that. It could actually be like me not feeling like I'm actually good enough or anything like that either. But hold on.
I'll zoom in, give you the center stage.
A little something over here. So here we go. So there goes one of my guys right over there.
Oh, Thundercat, yeah. Was that the
No, this is actually, these are all werewolf kind of characters and everything like that. I call this guy Southpaw.
Nice.
Thanks. And then
that'd be awesome.
So I actually have like a whole bunch of characters that I've actually made up, and then we'll have like characters like this.
It's nice.
Appreciated. So I actually have like a bunch of characters that I've actually made up throughout the years and everything like that. You know what I mean? And like a couple of characters I'm not like really like kind of like showing off just right now or anything like that, only because I want to like see exactly how I'll actually present them and everything like that. Hold on. Just let me page through for like a moment and everything like that. And oh, here we go.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Appreciated. So like I'm actually still like working on like where I'm actually gonna go with like certain things and everything like that. You know what I mean? So like part of it is actually damn nerves and everything like that, but a part of it is also, oh wait, you guys might enjoy this. this is actually where Transformers actually comes in.
Chromia?
No.
That looks like Hot Rod, but that's interesting. That's like a Hot Rod-ish style design.
Yeah, kind of.
But I can actually see that as a Decepticon too, man.
This one's actually a pure Autobot, you know? So she's actually kind of like interesting and everything like that. I actually have to say, but I was actually just like looking around to like actually just do something different and everything like that for a character, you know? There's this.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
Appreciated.
That is detailed. Do you have any? And I agree with that. But do you have any color ones? Did you have any? Did you ever work with color yet? Or
I do actually work with color also and everything like that. But like that would actually be on my phone, and I'm actually talking with you guys on my phone now and everything like that. But eventually, I'm going to post some more stuff and everything like that out there and everything. So hopefully, you guys will actually be around.
Well, definitely feel free to post it on a Live with Ultra Megatronus program. Bring it out, share your artwork. I'd like to get everybody to share whatever they can.
Absolutely.
So if you got some artwork you want to blast on the channel, go for it, man. And that goes for other guests as well. And tires turn into breasts. Yep, rubber boobies.
That's right. That's right.
Well, today with the way they're making the tires today, silicone. Perfectly fitting. All right. So I'm gonna ask the final question of the evening, and then, like I said, if anybody wants to throw some extra conversation in, we can do that. If not, we'll call it a night. What would you tell, or what would you say to anyone if they wanted to try and do what you and others do when it comes to being a YouTube reviewer?
Yeah, just do it. Just get into it and everything like that. Like I was actually telling like one person just the other day, like he was just like, he didn't really think that he actually had anything to offer whatsoever or anything like that. I was just like, you don't know that. Just do it just for the fun of it, just to see exactly what happens. Because there's more than enough room and everything like that for like more people to actually get out there and like whatever story, whatever you actually bring. And like, I think I learned this from like someone who doesn't even do reviews or anything like that. I think this is actually kind of like another guy who actually does, I think he was actually doing like a meditational thing or like a self-help thing or something like that. But like he was actually saying like, whatever you're actually doing, whatever you're actually interested in and everything like that, like nobody actually heard your version of what you actually, your explanation of like what you're actually talking about and everything like that. Nobody actually heard like the way you like your take on how you actually, on like what these characters actually are and everything like that. Nobody actually heard what you actually had to say about it. So
right.
That's the missing link there and everything. I think a lot of people are actually kind of like,
that's not the missing link. That's the missing link. I know.
Wow, that was drastic. It sounded like the darkened shame on you as it, and I'm just like, whoa.
I'm sorry. I just was like, cheap plug.
Yeah, but nobody actually hears your take and everything like that. And it's actually always interesting. It's always interesting to see how another person actually covers one character from another and everything like that. So like, yeah. I think that's, and your special take is actually your special take. That's what's actually going to drive people over to you, So I think that's pretty much all it is and everything like that. Just do it and just do the best you can and everything like to see what happens and then improve while you're actually going along the way and everything,
Yeah, I mean, what he said. I mean, like I said, half of these guys just talk like, everybody, like I tell everybody like Ninja Bill was like a part of the reason why I started this too. But a lot of you guys also have gotten a piece of the action to get me involved with it too, to get me to, because I said to myself, I have not done a review yet. I think I did a couple of reviews, one's for a lightsaber, one's for a custom I did, whoop if we can do. But I say to myself, I haven't gotten the knack yet into doing an actual review. So figure I do this. And
See,
everybody's got a need.
I'm telling you, just do it and everything like that. You know what I mean? Like, exactly what each and every one of them actually does and everything like that. It's just a description, like you're painting a picture of like what it is that you actually like and dislike and everything like that. The things that actually kind of like make you happy about a figure and everything like that. And just this is actually kind of like your megaphone to actually be able to like talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about, So Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then all you have to do is just like keep on doing the whole thing. Hold on, what's this? I see.
All right, everyone. Well, thank you for coming on, man. Your input was definitely appreciated, man. I hope you enjoyed the stream.
Absolutely. Take care, Everett.
And Ken, you're beautiful, man. You're just as beautiful as everybody else. So, again, I guess that's it for the questions and all that. We hit the 2-hour mark, so this is, I think, one of the longest ones of the. Well, I don't know. I have to take a look, but this might be one of the longest Meet Your Reviewers I've done yet. And
wow.
I just definitely had a great time doing this because, you know, it gets me to give a chance to have everybody get to know my friends, you know, my brothers in arms and all that stuff. And like I said, I want to continue to keep doing this, you know, meet more people out there and just keep growing strong and getting this community out there, because what we do, a lot of people look at us and like, you guys are strange, you guys are weird, and you guys are stupid. You're wasting money on all that. Why do you do that? Investing for the kids, stress relief. My wife's not giving me any.
Plus, it's just fun, you know?
Yeah. You know, this comes up with some kind of, and then if the wife's like, why do you play with your toys? Well, you play with yours. That's not the question. That's not the question.
And listen, I've been through all of those things all together and everything like that. And things that actually kind of like keep me happy right now are art and these things and everything like that. So why not? You know what I mean? Like you actually.
Thank you, nobody.
Yeah, you get a chance to enjoy things. You know what I mean? I love the. Yeah.
You're like, yeah. And I'll tell you, like, even if you don't do YouTube, you know, the fact that you're doing the chat, you know, involving yourself, it means that we're not alone out there doing this. We're not embarrassed about this. We're having fun doing this.
Yeah,
and
absolutely. United
Pops, bro. Honestly, Everett, she's literally got over 1,000 of them. I don't know how the hell I still have a house. It's incredible, you know. You know what's even worse? Action toys getting more action. Yep, that is the truth. You know what it is? And here's the thing that I don't know if anybody in the chat knows or not. I think you might know. You might know. Is that my wife years ago, and you want to talk about, and she used to be an assistant manager at KB Toys. You want to talk about rabbit hole with a freaking, like a digger? She was it. And there was one thing that pissed me off. For the longest time, they had like this MP scale transforming Optimus Prime that was like, I want to say 16 inches, and it came in a cylinder plastic box. And it was plastic. And it was like going for $75. I'm like, oh, I want to get this. Oh, no, it'll be here. It'll be here. 8 months of me wanting this thing, and she's like, it's like, you know, no. So she's like, you know what? Go ahead and buy it. She goes to the store to get it for a discount, and she calls me back. You're not going to believe this. They sold it. Like,
oh man, it's Saturday night at the Dewdrop Hotel.
And I said to her, I was like, you know what? Maybe there's a reason behind it, and you know what? The reason was probably the best reason. The house is supported by Funko Pops, because if you're not getting popped at home, Funko Pops. That's the way to go.
I think you just did their ad for a Funko Pop. Pay him. All right.
Yeah, I'll get the pay as soon as you get the Kiki's pay. Then we'll be good.
I'm looking for you, Kiki's.
Get him the freaking racing jacket at least, man.
Oh man, right?
We're cheap.
I would love to. I would love to actually see, like, all of a sudden, like, I get to my door, and all of a sudden, this is like, what's this? Pick it up, leather, like Kiki's jacket and everything like that, complete with all the sponsors. That would be amazing. Yeah.
So when it comes down to it, like later on, one like, I'm trying to think, how is it? Because I know everybody talks about monetizing and all that stuff. Like, what is the requirement for monetizing? Like, are you there yet? I thought you were there already.
Not yet. I haven't been 1,000 viewers yet or anything like that. Which is
it has to be 1,000. Okay, I thought it was like 500, and yeah, okay, you can start, you know, selling T-shirts and all that stuff.
Right.
You know, doing cheap plugs and all that stuff about your product and all. You know,
I need to do that. I definitely need to do that. You know, but like So it's that, and I think like watch hours also and everything like this. There's a combination of different things that actually gets you monetized and everything like that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, as long as I don't like mess up or anything like that on certain things and everything like that. Like, and then there's like the cursing thing also and everything like that. And I never exactly know exactly what the like. That's why like in the intro, it's just like like where I actually say like I might say some shit and everything, and I had to cut
Yeah.
that down a little bit and everything like that, and hopefully like the
I think it's
AI.
because you were over the 500 mark, so they said, "All right, we got to tone it down." I know. Ghostmax just got actually affiliated with Twitch TV, and he does a family-friendly stream. So it's like, if he ever joins the channel, it's like, okay, cool. You can lead, like you can link onto my channel and air it on your end. And I'm like, wait a minute, no, you're a family-friendly show. I don't want to mess that up for you. So,
Yeah.
by the way, guys, check out Ghostmax 8. He does awesome content on Twitch TV. Relaxing, as like not asthma kind of stuff, but like he goes to retro gaming, new gaming, and all that stuff. But it's like the kind of games where it makes you want to feel like a kid. I don't know how to describe it. Like make you feel like a kid again, because I know he's doing Lego soon, a Lego game. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ghostmax, because I don't want to like misinform anybody. But definitely check out his channel on Twitch TV. And he's got good content. Great guy.
Yeah,
if you want a house.
I know that Uncle Nerd from Tough Toy Nerds, right? And I'm plugging him for right now and everything like that. He's actually often told me you should actually make a Twitch channel. And I was just like, Twitch, really? So like I don't know like how that would actually work for Transformers or anything like that. You know what I mean? Or like, but you have to experiment, I guess. You know what I mean? You have to
believe it or not. This is actually being because I got it on Twitch TV right now. I have a link. Yeah, I got the channels on YouTube. It's on Facebook, and it's also linked to Twitch TV. So my dead channel, I don't know if I got a couple of viewers on it. I think last I checked it was like 60 something, but this was about 7-8 years ago. But I've gotten a couple people that popped on. Check it out. I mean, as long as you just put it in the description of podcasts and all that stuff, and Twitch TV, I heard it is popular.
True. So that might be another thing, like I'm actually always looking for some way to like actually make a real income from this thing and everything like that, and I use through like I'm actually using you as my inspiration and everything like that. Like there's always got to be a way and everything like that, So like one of the things I'm actually going to put like a lot of focus on and everything like that while I'm actually doing this thing is to get this face out there. And just like kind of like make sure that like that I'm a little bit more prominent in what I'm actually doing and everything like that. So there it goes.
So I got to check out. I didn't see you catch Pirates of the Caribbean and all that stuff, and I'm off. Next week is my final week before I go back to work. But he's going to start playing Lego Indiana Jones. Which one? There's 2 of them. You're going to play the first one. Oh, he's probably going to do the first one. That was a fun game.
I still have to put together my Lego Optimus Prime.
Yep. All right, bro. Well, it's the 2-hour and 17-minute mark. I think we had a hell of a show tonight, man, and I really had an awesome time with you in the chat and everything else. So, again, thank you to everybody that has joined us and powered through with us for the 2-hour mark, and really had a great time and really enjoyed your questions directed to Diecast Norbs and all that stuff. And I hope you guys had a great time too here. So with that being said, thank you again to my guest, Norbert D. Herrera, aka Diecast Norbs. And the only way we can do the outro correctly is to have him get zoomed in, and we do this.
All right. Guys, girls, everyone in between, thank you for joining us today and everything. I really appreciate having each and every one of you around and everything like that. And I couldn't thank you enough for making me feel welcome, and for Martin for like actually giving me like a great platform to do this on and everything like that, and also ask me like just great intuitive questions and everything like that. I appreciate everything that was actually going on. He made me feel super comfortable. I love it. This was actually a great night. So if you actually want to join me, you can actually join me on Diecast Norbs Activate on YouTube. You can actually join me on Diecast Norbs Activate on X or Twitter, whatever you actually want to call it. You can actually join me on Diecast Norbs on Activate on YouTube. I'm sorry, on Facebook. And you can also join us on the Transformers Hooligans Hangout and join our crew and everything like that. You can actually post just about everything over there and everything like that. Just within discretion and everything. You can actually do anime, mecha anime, and like that sort of thing. You can actually do anything Transformers, anything that actually interests you. I'm dying to see exactly what you actually got out there and everything. Also, make sure that you try to subscribe to me, because like on YouTube, I'm actually still trying to make my first 1,000. So I'm actually really, really close, like 200 and some yard character people away and everything like that. And your help would absolutely help, and it would be wonderful. I actually got like 1,000. I want to get to 1,000 and then 1 billion. But the algorithm gods that are plaguing my channel are like actually kind of keeping me back. But your help would actually help me smite all of them down. So as always, make sure that you treat yourselves and each other with love, tenderness, kindness. Make sure that you actually spread it to each other throughout the whole entire Fibonacci series of the universe, back down over here to all of us here, because we could always use it. And as always, when these stop being magical, that's when I'll stop collecting. And I appreciate you guys coming in.
And I appreciate you taking the time to hang out with me, man, and doing this. I love doing these segments, and hopefully the next one that's coming up will be actually this gentleman coming over here that said it was an awesome time. He will be my next guest in July. And I'm looking forward. Oh, and by the way, just to let everybody know too, he was just interviewed by Bot versus Con. So if you're familiar with it, yeah. So if you know who Bot versus Con is, they do reviews as well as interviews, and check it out. It was a great interview and a great time with them. And you guys will be able to see some extra things about Optination reviews that will surprise you, like his truck. Awesome truck, by the way. Oh, if you haven't seen his truck, he's going.
I'll tell you, Optimation's truck is actually really amazing, and it puts my Mini Cooper to shame. I actually have Transformers emblems on mine too and everything, but he goes all into it and everything like that. So I actually really have to say, like, he's actually the top right now. So
did he bring the truck down to Orlando? Because I know you were there for
I didn't see his truck in Orlando, and I'm like, that was actually one of my main draws. I really wanted to see that. I bought my mini Optimation. Like I bought Moon Chaser with me. I really needed to take a picture of her next to your Optimation. I don't even know what you're calling him or anything like that. But
just to let you know, he will be going to TFCon Baltimore. So there's still plenty of time for you to join up with us.
I'm still.
But you got to do what you got to do first.
I'm still thinking about it, but we still have some more time. And the thing is I want to go to Baltimore to like find out if whatever Krampus actually said about it is actually true. So let's see.
Okay, well, definitely one way or another, the brothers and I will find a way to make sure that you get there and you have a place to stay and all that stuff, and to hang out with the bros and everything, because it's going to be a great time. And especially being the 40th. We got to have, as many of us that we can get out there. So check it out, TFCon Baltimore. If you haven't gotten tickets yet, they are available. If you haven't gotten rooms yet, I'm not sure where the main con is going to be with their room. I'm not sure if they're still available or not. You can always find out. There's also outside parties too. And again, just want to say, there's like, yeah! Well, James said, yeah! Metallica, yeah!
Oh, nice.
So, okay, with all that being said, thank you again, Norm, for coming out.
Absolutely.
And hanging with me and all that stuff, and being part of the inspiration to me to do this segment, because like I said, there's a lot of people that pushed me. You also are one of the people that got me to go out there to help continue this, to go out and continue to have this segment. So, and like I said, Optination Review will be next on that one. I will have the date announced on his interview live coming up. And just to let everybody else know too, next Saturday coming up, I'm not sure yet of what's going on. There's a special event that's going on with my son that I will be attending, so I'm not sure if I will do a live with Ultra Megatronus on Saturday. If I decide to do one, I may bump it to a Friday night. It'll be a day earlier, or it may be a later time frame. I will keep everybody posted on Facebook and let you guys know what's going on with that. All right. So again, thank you again to my special guest here.
Absolutely.
I cast Norms, and I got to do it.
Galactic Hooligan. Also,
am I doing the right way? Oh, wait, there we go.
Oh, wait. Yep. You got to do the dab.
I don't get to do that live, man.
That almost might be feeling Ginyu Force.
I'm telling you. Yeah, you know what? That's what we're going to do. Next live with Ultra Megatronus, we got to do that. We got to do a Ginyu Force one. You know what? We'll do it on the next anime edition of it, because I know if anybody didn't catch that one, you can catch it on YouTube, the anime edition of Ultra Live with Ultra Megatronus. That was a great time. So much we've learned, and there will be another one coming up in the future. So be ready for that one. That will be another announced thing coming up. So let me say goodnight to everybody else. Thank you again for coming out and joining us on a great night. And again, I am Martin Sebastian, aka Ultra Megatronus. And remember, you're never too old to feel too young. And when it comes to collecting, the best thing you can collect is life experience itself. And treat that life as much as you can and get that experience, man. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a great, wonderful night. And again, thank you for joining us. And
Absolutely.
we shall do this as maybe this will work.